socks do you wear? Medium?
Football season be the reason that I be bringing this heat. Georgia music representing 104.3. Hey, welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show on a Friday. And Solana is back from Orlando. Time of his life at Epcot Center. And he went to Disney MGM Hollywood Studios. And he had a great time, I'm sure. You had a good time in Orlando?
I did. I had a phenomenal time in Orlando. I had a great time.
What are you putting?
Just grown people going to Disney is ridiculous to me.
I think you were just there, though, weren't you?
With children. I have a 14, 13, and a 5-year-old. I don't go there just to hang out with my wife, who's also
not
40.
so certain.
Yeah, I don't just hang out in Orlando. I'm a grown-up.
I don't know. I kind of have a take, like, no more kids at Disney World. Just let adults go reminisce.
It's actually not the worst take in the world.
It's a terrible take because they would go under. They would fail. They'd go bankrupt if kids didn't go.
Disagree.
All those what do they call them? Strollers. Like no more strollers at Disney World.
Takes up too much space.
And this may be a bit controversial because I know that there are a lot of people that want to go to Disney and have all the right to go to Disney World, Universal Studios as well, who have maybe they have disabilities or maybe they have some sort of true underlying condition where they need scooters, those motorized scooters. But also there's a lot of people who just don't want to walk. And
I believe everyone should get scooters there.
It's at the airport when the person has the scooter and has some man pushing them towards the terminal. Then they get up and
you
walk
had
on
the
plane.
motorized carry-on that you were driving throughout the airport. So I'm not necessarily certain you're the ally we're looking for here.
Good point.
You're just gonna get on and walk on the plane. Now you need a wheelchair. Stay in the wheelchair. Don't walk on the plane now that you want to get to the gate and get on before me. I'm Group A.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway. We have a lot to get to on the program today. John Michaels is going to join us. Jack McMullen is going to join us. Knicks took care of business last night. We all kind of were expecting that.
Yeah.
Shockingly, I don't know if you paid attention to the NHL Eastern Conference Finals, Crowder, because we had talked about this yesterday with Appel. Shockingly, the Montreal Canadiens were victorious over Carolina. That's a big upset. They take a 1-0 lead. And maybe we'll get to see Carolina bounced before the Stanley Cup final.
That was a tough one. I was flipping back and forth, but the Canadiens did their thing.
And then the Marlins, no good. Marlins, they are 7 games under 500. They are alone in the bottom of the NL East. And it feels like, and again, I said this yesterday, it's early, it's May 22nd, but it feels like the season could be slipping away. They start this 3-game series with the Mets tonight. They cannot lose. They really can't lose a game, to be quite honest, but they can't lose this series. They lose this series to the Mets, man, ain't going to feel good. So we need to get the Marlins corrected. You know what my suggestion is. 2 big bats waiting out of there. One's in Jacksonville, one's in Mexico.
My take is that the bats. I know we're giving up 9 runs, but we're giving up 9 runs. But man, come on, we got to hit this ball.
Yuri pitching tonight, so hopefully he can have a better outing than he's had. Anyway. We do have so much stuff to get to. I want to talk about Dolphins OTAs as well, and I want to welcome back Solana, who's been gone 3 days. Appel did a very good job while he was gone. And we have today also our final pair of Black Crows tickets. We've been giving away a pair every day this week. Today, we will give away the tickets at 4:40. The Black Crows coming to Hard Rock Live May 30th with Whiskey Myers and Southall. And we've been giving away a pair of tickets every day this week. Today, the tickets will be given away at 440. Make sure you're listening. All right. We will begin with headlines and Alejandro Solana, brought to you by Durrell Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Durrell Volkswagen or DurrellVolkswagen.com.
Yeah, the Cavaliers stink. I mean, they just stink. I know you guys talked about it, but the way that they blew game one in just catastrophic fashion, one of the worst blown playoff games that I can remember, and then to show up in game two and just put up a nothing burger, I thought was what was pretty embarrassing, honestly.
Now, I will remind you, because Zach Gelb was all over this when he was on with us on Wednesday, and he's been tweeting out the video of it.
Yeah.
You said Donovan Mitchell is head and shoulders better than Jalen Brunson.
I don't know if I said that. I just said he's the best player in the series.
I watched the video. Head and shoulders.
I don't think I use head and shoulders. I would never
literally
use head and shoulders.
Head and shoulders.
Huh.
Well, maybe hairline and ears. But Jalen Brunson is outperforming Spider right now, Solana.
Jalen Brunson shot 7 of 16 yesterday. He had 19 points.
Gracious.
Donovan Mitchell had 26 points yesterday. I want to reiterate that I still think Donovan Mitchell is the best player in this series. But yeah, the Cavaliers right now are letting me down in a big, big way. The Knicks, since the fourth quarter of game one through last night, have been the better team, obviously. And the Cavs, they have they have absolutely no business being in this series right now. Zero.
Donovan Mitchell should request a trade after this series is over.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Did you see him last night? He's over there giving high fives. They're down by 30, and he's trying to get everybody encouraged. He shouldn't be on this team. He's wasting his time.
But you can understand Solana, too. Like you said, they have no business being in this series. After what happened in game one, you knew this was going to happen in game two. Like, that was their game to steal in New York. It was a done deal. It was done. They had it. They were going to be able to cruise back to Cleveland with one game in hand at least. And that disappeared, and so did, I think, their chances last night. I wouldn't be surprised if they got one. Hit a green.
I bet
you laid the points.
I laid 5.5. That was cake.
Oh, I took the James Harden bet that I talked about all day yesterday.
Oh, I told you not to bet on James Harden.
James Harden over 4.5 points first quarter. Got to come out of the box strong after what he did in game one. Yeah. Got to come out of the box strong. Came out of the box, 3 points real quick. 3 points at the end of the first quarter.
Yeah. I saw the bet, and then I looked at my 5-year-old and said, I have children. How can I bet on James Harden?
I don't think the series is over, by the way. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if the Cavs won both games in Cleveland. But they're going to have to figure out how to steal one in New York. And I don't know. I don't know if they can. I don't know if they're capable of it.
You even said it. Spider can go for 26-30, and they still can't beat him. Is James Harden going to have a 40-point game? How do you play out the Knicks winning a game? The Cavs winning.
I really thought the Cavs were the deeper team. I thought they're the more balanced team. And I liked the idea going into this series, the matchup of them dominating the interior, and because of the size, because of the length, being able to really just make life difficult for Jalen Brunson, which, by the way, 19 points yesterday. He didn't shoot the ball necessarily great. He was 1 of 7 from 3. He only got 4 chances at the free throw line. He didn't take over this game. He didn't have a 45 burger yesterday. But the Knicks, who are very top heavy, they're 5 players. They're 5 starters. That's it. They have nothing else off the bench. They came to play again yesterday, like Josh Hart going 5 of 11 from 3. Like they've executed since that fourth quarter. You have to tip I have to tip my cap to them, but I still don't think that they're like the idea what Hawk just said. Maybe the Cavs can get one. I don't think this series plays out that way. I still think it goes 6. I still think it goes 7. One of those two.
Yeah, I think it goes 5.
But Mo, I had to get it right. I had to get the numbers right. Jalen Brunson had 19, but he had 14 assists. They were blitzing. Yeah. They were blitzing him, and he kept making the right pass every single time, Solana. Yeah. Like, he balled out with 19 points.
But on the road, if they keep forcing the ball out of his hands, does Josh Hart in Cleveland knock in 5 threes? Does OG Anunoby have that type of performance? Does Karl Anthony Towns regress a little bit? You've been saying he's going to let them down. I don't know. I just think it could look a little different on the road in Cleveland. I hope so.
I'm betting the Knicks.
Don't
What's
don't get
the
your
numbers
hopes up.
look like? I'm betting the Knicks game.
You want to guess what the line is? Guess what the line is for Game 3 in Cleveland.
Cavs, they can't be favored, Hawk. The Knicks got to be 2-point favorites.
Oh, I would think the Cavs are favored.
For
do you think,
what?
Solana?
Yeah, 5.5. Cleveland.
Oh, I don't think it's that much. I would think
No.
like 2.
2 or 3 max.
Cavs minus 2.5.
Taking the Knicks. What's my numbers look like?
You know what the line is tonight? Spurs hosting the Thunder. That series tied at 1. First game here in San Antonio.
Going back to San Antonio. San Antonio 4.5.
Spurs minus 6.5.
Spurs minus 2.5.
I'll take the Spurs. I'll lay the points.
I like the Spurs tonight though.
I'll lay the points with the Spurs.
Hey, Crowder, I was off the following day, but Hawk and I handicapped that game 1 of OKC.
Oh, I don't want to readdress this because this was Crowder's worst moment on the show in history.
Y'all killed me.
The worst moment that he's ever had. Somebody tell Appel to sign in. Is Appel listening?
Y'all killed me on game 1.
Let me get Appel. Hold on. I got to see if is Appel. Send up the bat signal for Appel, Jimmy.
But listen, I put my money where my mouth was, and you took all my money out my mouth. I don't know if that's the phrase, but yeah. Y'all got me game 1. But game 2,
Oh, that's all we said, though. The Spurs have to take 1 on the road, and we thought it was going to be game 1. Victor Wembanyama, maybe with one of the greatest playoff performances, individual playoff performances ever. That shot that he pulled up from 3, like the Steph Curry.
It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable. It was so casual, but it was so ridiculous. And it was on a line, man.
Yep. No panic, not end of the shot clock. 18 seconds left. I'm going to pull up from 31. That was crazy.
I woke up the next morning and I rewatched Wemby. Like I went to YouTube and I said, just give me Wemby highlights from last night. I can't remember the last time I've done that for a team or a player where I said, hey, I just want to watch last night's game again. That's how special that performance was.
Here's Appel. Appel is signing in real quick. We appreciate you being available. Just out of nowhere, Solana says, hey, I know I was gone, but the day after the Spurs, victory number 1, the first game of that series, he's like, Hawk and I had predicted that outcome perfectly. And I'm sure Crowder, you know, and I said, oh, this was Crowder's worst moment in the history of radio, in my opinion. And I thought perhaps, Josh, I didn't tell Solana what Crowder's take was. I thought perhaps you could recall.
It was so beyond pathetic.
What did you say now?
Crowder goes, really? I mean, is San Antonio really that good? I mean, it took double overtime to beat the Thunder.
That was a good take.
Hey, it took them 2 overtimes to beat OKC. As far as I'm concerned, like, OKC was the better team. It was the take. I go, I'm like, did you work on this all day? This is what you came up with?
All morning. You needed 6 quarters to beat them. Oh,
I had to hit my head. I'm like, am I hearing this right? His take. He will not acknowledge that we had it right. He is somehow on some sort of plane that OKC was the rightful winner.
Hell, 2 overtimes, Hawk. I don't know. I got to keep riding with it now.
Well, speaking of pathetic takes, did Appel dive into the Jacoby Brissett dilemma at all?
He was all in. He was all in, Solana.
Let me tell you, there isn't a radio show in the country, nationally syndicated, based in Arizona, that covered the Jacoby Brissett holdout more in depth than we did for 3 days.
In
Now, we're on day
depth
5.
in depth is a term that I might. You mentioned it constantly.
The depth of the mention.
But in depth is up for debate because you never updated the story from Tuesday, the first time you mentioned it.
I tried. The problem was
I'm going to take issue with that as well. I don't think you tried.
I mean, I Googled it each day.
You said on Tuesday you were reaching out to the Odyssey Phoenix affiliate. And I said, I don't know if there is one. Have you found out? It is now 2:19 on Friday. Have you found out if Odyssey even has stations in Phoenix?
Hold on 1 second.
You're still researching.
101.5 live. And country.
All right, Jimmy, call 101.5 live.
Oh,
And see if you can get us someone to update us on the Jacoby Brissett situation.
Come on, Jimbo.
No housing.
Jimmy, you ain't called nobody in a long time. You
I'm
gotta
sure.
call somebody, Jimmy.
I figured there'd be a ton of housings over the last couple days with Appel behind the microphone.
If there's one thing he leaned into harder than Jacoby Brissett, it was Danhausen and the Knicks.
Yeah.
Well, Solana, I mean, it is clear what the difference has been in the first 2 games of the Knicks-Cavs series. And it's the fact that Danhausen cursed the Cavs before game 1. I mean, I don't know what else there is to say.
Appel, if you didn't like wrestling, you probably could take my job in 2 seconds. But I think your love for wrestling annoys Hawk and Crowder more.
Indisputable Hausen.
Than my love for soccer. But I appreciate you staying strong on the Jacoby Brissett agenda. I genuinely appreciate that.
Just doing my job, objectively reacting to the news and reporting on it. Fair and balanced.
We literally cared more about Jacoby Brissett's holdout than the Cardinals because I don't think they care.
Jimmy, I just sent you the number, Jimmy. I just sent the number on text. Please call him.
All right, coming up next, it's Harry Styles. Oh, the Jimmy in Florida. What do you want to talk about? What song do you want to hear?
Jimmy in Florida, you're on 101.5 live. What is it? Live 105?
It's like contemporary hit station, so it's like top 4. It's like top 4.
I want to hear "Holdout" by Jacoby Brissett.
That would be funny. Call in and request holdout from Jacoby Brissett.
Jim, you got to give us one, Jim. You ain't called nobody in a long time.
Funny. Requesting holdout by Jacoby Brissett.
So Matt Stafford, he signed a extension, $55 million extension worth up to $60 million. Here's how I found out about that. In line, hammered at Epcot for Guardians of the Galaxy. It was a father and a son right behind me, and the son goes, wow, Matthew Stafford just signed an extension. So I turn around, I say, wow, that's unbelievable. And I tried to get into me being a sports talk radio host with them.
In the Guardians of the Galaxy line.
So what, you guys big sports fans? And you know how like somebody, they don't want to talk to me. You know, they had no interest in talking to me.
I wouldn't want to either.
Well, I don't want to, and you're on the show.
And they're like, yeah, I mean, you know, we like the NFL. I'm like, oh, what are your favorite teams? Mm-hmm. And the dad goes, oh, it's your turn to move forward. that was the extent of our conversation.
Hands out my way.
But
what song did you pull on Guardians?
I didn't get to choose a song. I don't know why.
You get to put like it's a rotation. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what the song is called.
You were that drunk?
No. I remember the song being a vibe.
I got Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
That's not one of them.
I got Flock of Seagulls when I went on it.
Everybody wants to rule the world. That's the song.
Tears for Fears.
Tears
Nas.
for Fears.
Great one.
Mhm. All right. That's what I learned yesterday in line at Epcot, and that concludes our headlines. Other than I know Hawk mentioned it that the Miami
You want to
Marlins.
give a Jacoby Brissett update, Appel, before we let you go?
Well, I was going to say Solana unknowingly was our NFL owners meeting correspondent along with Ben Volen,
Right.
trying to get to the bottom of the Jacoby Brissett holdout. But we are on day 5.
Yeah, we
And
had
there's no-
Volen on. He's in Orlando for the NFL owners meetings.
Oh, I didn't get an invite to that.
Got a DM on Instagram from someone who's listening to us on the Odyssey app from Phoenix. He says, call 620 Gambo and Ash Sports Talk.
Jimmy, I need it, Jimmy. You know I love this. I need you to call somebody.
Gambo is the perfect radio name.
It really is.
I'm going to get the number right now.
Marlins Mets. Yuri Perez gets the nod tonight. He's going to go up against Tobias Myers, who pitches for the New York Mets. That opens up tonight's series, 7:10 p.m. at Lone Depot Park.
Pull up John Michaels. Make this like a CNN.
All
You
right.
can make this like a CNN style panel.
a
Got
panel.
everybody on the show. Look at that. And if Manny's watching, it's the picture he's always dreamed of, because I think he's always wanted John Michaels and Josh Appel together.
This is a 6, isn't it? Goodness gracious.
Look at this. If this was the Brady Bunch, that show wouldn't have lasted 4 episodes.
Or 4 minutes.
She wouldn't have wanted to talk to any of us. Crowder might have had a chance, but that would have been it.
Are you following the Jacoby Brissett holdout, John?
No.
Well, that's what this panel's about, unfortunately.
Hey, that just means Carson Beck's going to be the starter.
Very possible.
So you know what it is.
Minshew.
It's all about the U.
That's what I'm
That's
talking
110
about.
years old anyway, and he turned down Miami like 20 years ago. What the hell's he holding out for? He holding out for like Yoo-hoo or
John, they said he wants $15 more million to be the starter. Something crazy, bro.
Yeah, I want Christina Milian, and that's not happening.
All right, wrap it up so we can have a full
I'll settle
segment with
for
John.
Zoe Saldana. I don't care.
Christina Milian. That's a great reference, John. I love that.
Great ball.
Yeah. Your weather right now, it's 87 degrees. If you feel like that's hot, just go spend 8 minutes walking from the Epcot parking lot into the park, and it won't feel hot at all. This weather report is brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping homeowners stay safe this storm season. Visit tornadoroofing.com for a free roof and window estimate.
Damn.
All right,
Christina
Appel, thank you for
Milian.
stopping by.
Goodness
Yeah, you don't know
gracious.
Christina Milian?
Oh, I just looked up.
You know Larry Milian?
I don't want Larry. I guarantee I don't want Larry.
Love the Amigo, man. Love the Amigo. Appel, thank you for hopping in and helping us expose Crowder's take of OKC and
Of
San
course.
Antonio game 1.
And I'll talk to you guys around 3:15 with a 3 o'clock hour update on Brissett.
Nothing would make me happier, to be quite honest.
Yeah, appreciate you, Appel. Thank you so much.
And John, you'll stick around for next segment?
Yeah, why not?
All right. John Michaels from Atlanta in the next segment. We'll talk some football with him, so do not go anywhere. Did you do weather? Yeah, you did weather. We do not go anywhere.
Yes. If your garage door is outdated, damaged, or not hurricane ready, don't wait. You got to call Allied Doors now. Y'all know what this time of year brings. It's raining every single day. Y'all got to call Allied Doors. Serving South Florida since 1966. That's 60 years of trusted family service. You don't want to be that house. I tell you all the time. If I'm calling you out, or if you're looking at your neighbors, don't be the beautiful house, the nice kept yard, the wonderful family with those garbage garages. You can't be that house. You got to use Allied Doors. Get your garages right. They can protect and upgrade your home. Huge in-stock inventory, same-day service, custom impact-rated doors built to protect and upgrade your home. And the LiftMaster openers, they are the best. I thought when I was a kid, every garage took 30 seconds to come up. And it made that loud noise and all yang, 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 yang. That's not what it takes. Our personal home, we have LiftMasters. We've used Allied Doors for our personal homes. Our investment properties, my wife loves Allied Doors. Y'all have to look into Allied Doors and get these LiftMasters. They are built to perform. Give Allied Doors a call today, 954-942-8550. That's 954-942-8550, or visit allied-doors.com. Mention this ad, and we're going to watch out for you. $300 off when you mention this ad to Allied Doors. Don't wait. Don't be that family. Upgrade your home. Protect your home. Don't wait. Call Allied Doors today.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Ain't no way Solana got a degree.
Go.
Cap D coming, 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 Cap D coming.
All right, John Michaels is joining us on the Toyota of Hollywood hotline. And, of course, he hosts mornings on 680 The Fan in Atlanta. He's heard nationally at times on ESPN Radio. And if you listen to this show or you follow him on social media, John Michaels, by the way, he is the biggest Canes fan that we talk to on a regular basis. I want to start with OTAs, although I did see week 1 or week 0 lines were released today. Did you see what the line is for Stanford?
I have not seen that. I actually had an off day today because I had high school graduation. Our middle son, Julian, graduated. 8 a.m. high school graduation. Who in the hell thinks that's a good idea?
That's
even on my off day,
crazy time.
It was terrible.
Well, congratulations to him. That's exciting.
Awesome. He's off to go play college football at Kennesaw State. So little D1 action.
Awesome.
Yeah.
My niece got her master's at Kennesaw State
Okay.
in marine biology.
When is the last time you've been there? Because that campus has exploded. Like 20 years ago, that was the commuter school here in Atlanta. Now it's the entire city of Kennesaw, it seems like. So it's a really cool campus.
Yeah, I didn't go to graduation. I love her and all, but yeah, I was busy.
What you want to guess what the line is? Guess what the line is. at Stanford.
Miami minus 19.5.
Crowder, you want to guess?
Ooh, not that high. 9.5.
Solana?
I'd say higher. Miami, 3 touchdowns, 22.5.
21.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think it's a 9 p.m. start for us on a Friday night.
Yeah.
How do you go to the national championship game and our garbage ass conference has us starting at 9:00 on Friday night? I get it. It's TV. You get Miami on a Friday night. Everybody's going to tune in and watch, but that's just stupid. Miami should be treated with some damn respect. Put some respect on our name because we've earned it now.
Same thing happened with the Florida Panthers after they won the cup. No respect.
It's still the ACC, John. Still
Hey.
We're 5-0 against the SEC in the last 2 years.
I mean,
so
we're not even doing that nonsense.
we went in front of 107,000 weirdos at Texas A&M. We beat up Trinidad Chambliss. You guys are just the JV game. You guys are like the spring scrimmage. That's what you guys were.
ACC and Big Ten. That's where it's at. NFL. OTAs are underway. John, Dolphins announced, by the way, there would be no joint practices with the Falcons this year, and there has been in the past. That's the smart move, right? You don't want a Tua circus.
No, and that's all it was going to turn into. And let's be honest, that's both sides. We don't want a Tua circus. We just had one of the mini camps, one of the OTAs last week, and we're actually shocked that Michael Penix was out there going through stuff, taking snaps, dropping back from under center. I was under the impression, Crowder, that Tua was going to be the man at least for the first probably month of the season. But it seems like now coming off the ACL, Michael Penix wants to get back. He wants to be in the mix. I think he realizes, you're going into year 3 and you don't even have a full year of experience. Tua's got that experience. I thought Tua was going to be the starter. Now we're going to get an open competition, which actually might be really good.
Are the Falcons trying to throw together 17 games from the 2? Because Penix gets hurt a lot. He now what is it, like his 3rd ACL? Tua, we know Tua, if you flick him in the ear, he's going to get a concussion. Are they really just trying to figure this thing out this year?
Yeah, that's all it is. We have called this the piece together year. Like if you look at what the Falcons did in the offseason, it was a bunch of 1-year deals to guys that you're like, who the hell is that guy? It was like the scene in Major League. They were like, who's this guy? Never mind. They all still stink. We're just hoping to be alive by the end of 17 weeks. Falcons right now are underdogs, according to all the sports books, in 15 of the 17 games this year.
We've got you beat.
You got all 17?
16.
16.
Oh.
Favored against the Jets at home, and that's it.
Yeah, we're favored against Carolina at home and then the Saints at the end of the year. That means when I come on Mondays, all we're going to be talking about is the University of Miami.
Canes.
There'll be no pro football going on.
I love Roger Dorn now. Don't talk about Roger Dorn.
His wife loved him some Rick Vaughn as well.
It's a great Major League reference. If you haven't seen it, Solana, Roger Dorn is a great reference.
Solana, you've seen Major League now.
All three of them. I think Major League, the third one is the best one, in my opinion. But yeah, I've seen all three of them. John, I just wonder this because earlier this morning, I did look up, like, what are Falcons fans talking about? In Miami, whether or not we're going to have a good team this year, probably not. But at the very least, we do kind of like the direction thus far of the new regime. Right. We like what Sully's selling. We liked how they drafted players. It aligns with their vision and what they've discussed as their vision. Is there a vision Falcons fans can kind of like hone in on right now with the new regime in Atlanta?
Yeah, and a lot of it stems back, Solana, to Matt Ryan. He was just at, I think, they had the rookies inside one of the auditoriums up at Flowery Branch, and Matt Ryan sounds executive-like. We had a chance to talk to Matt about 3 weeks ago out at Eastlake at one of the country clubs here. Had a good talk with him. You know, he talked about taking that job as the new team president, what that all entails, and how his life really changed. You know, he went from working on CBS where he was working 1 day a week and home with the kids, and now all of a sudden, like, it's a real job. He's in there 14, 15 hours. So I think the alignment there is what Falcon fans are excited about. I think all of us look and go, you know, in year number one, what do we get out of quarterback is going to be huge. We're kind of light in the rear end at defensive tackle. How does that work out? You know, we did draft a wide receiver in Zachariah Branch. He's about 5'10". Can he help out, add to the offensive side? But I think most Falcon fans are just seeing a vision for once. For so many years, this was just a lost franchise. I know you guys know how that feels. We had no idea what the ideology was behind it. So at least now Falcon fans are excited about that. But I can tell you, preseason game one, I can get in there for about $3 good, and that might be the only time they see me in the building this year.
How's Tua been with the media and with Atlanta? Like, are people excited about him?
No, they're really not.
Really? No.
We asked the question, not who we think would win the job, who do Falcon fans want to win the quarterback job? It was like 85% want Michael Penix to win the job. I think most people look at Tua and think that he's done because of all the concussions he's had, the year that he had a year ago in Miami, the fact that the Dolphins were willing to eat, $90 million in salary cap. He was cool. They've had a couple of Zoom conferences where we could get on. Like, there hadn't been really time where media could get out to practice as of yet. They've had a couple of Zoom conferences. Tua's been really good with that, but Falcon fans could care less. They're like, look, give us Bijan, run him 475 times, throw the other 50 passes to Drake London, and let's get out of the season and get ready for next year.
And Stefanski, I think he's a good coach. I've met him. We've talked to him. Like, I think he's a good dude. But is he the answer to it? Because, you know, I'm friends with Raheem Morris. Right. And I think Raheem was a good coach, but it didn't work out, obviously. Like, is that a excitement for the Falcon fans?
Yes and no. People were done with Raheem 6 games into his regime. Like, we were kind of done. And I like Raheem. I got to know him when I did sidelines because Raheem was the assistant coach that would get on the bus and cut up and laugh with you and actually get to know you. And I think that's why the players loved him. From a player perspective, from people that cover the team even more than I do, we had walkthrough Wednesdays 3/4 of the year where literally on the first day after the day off, the Falcons would be in shorts and walking through. There were people out there, Jay Glazer and others, that said on Fridays with Raheem as the head coach, the veterans weren't even practicing. They were just off to the side doing whatever, and it showed on the field. So Stefanski, if nothing else, Channing, is going to bring a level of professionalism that'll be different. Not to say Raheem wasn't a professional, because he was. He just went about his business one way. Stefanski's already said preseason, there's going to be battles for jobs. Guys are going to play in the preseason. Our quarterbacks haven't played in the preseason since Matt Ryan. That was like 6 quarterbacks ago since they played in the preseason. So I think Kevin will do that. What level of success he has this year, I don't know. I think he'll end up getting probably 4 years to get it right. And if they don't get it right by then, we'll be looking for another coach. Maybe I'll apply it.
Sounds a little bit analogous to the Dolphins, doesn't it? Where it's
friendly,
like
that teammates, we're friends, but I'm a coach and all that McDaniel stuff, man. I don't know if it works.
One of the things we read from Chris Perkins, who was at the OTAs on Tuesday, was that the music was noticeably softer and less prevalent than it was during the Mike McDaniel era. Because I think Mike McDaniel, like, he wanted everyone to feel like they were at a party, like a friendly gathering, and it seems like Jeff Hafley's like, no, I want you to bust your ass in the heat is what I want you to do. And it sounds like something like that might be going on in Atlanta as well.
We had a DJ out there last year, like literally a guy. I don't know if he was mixing, but I'm listening to music. I'm like, That's what my 17-year-olds are bumping. I don't think we should have this with Falcons training camp going on at decibel level 700. Like they had it like it was a Las Vegas club out there at certain times where we couldn't even talk to each other. Look, there's a fine line. And Channing, you played the game. I talk to Finn all the time. You know, he played obviously under some hard-ass coaches. There's a fine line between being a player's coach and being a coach who gets respect. And I thought for a while Mike McDaniel teetered on that line where they did respect him. At the end, it was clear that nobody was listening. And I think Raheem, the same thing. I think guys loved him. You ask any Falcon that played for him, they love Raheem, but I don't think he ever got the respect or demanded the excellence of execution like Bret the Hitman Hart to be done on a day-by-day basis.
Great reference there, Brett. Brett the
Two good
Hitman Hart.
references.
Hey, real quick, speaking of hard-ass coaches and quarterbacks and all that hoo-ha, how do you think the reunion of Aaron Rodgers and Mike McCarthy is going to go in Pittsburgh?
I am so ready for that dude to retire. I was on ESPN radio the night that he came on, and we talked to Brooke. I can't remember, Brooke Pryor, I think. She's the Steelers ESPN reporter, and it was like 9:30 at night. She goes, I was on the shampoo aisle, and she goes, this is the least surprising news I've ever got. And I think a lot of people in Pittsburgh were like, whatever. I think the only reason Aaron came back is the fact that Mike McCarthy is the coach, and he wants to give it one more run. I think if Mike Tomlin's still there, they're starting Will Howard, or they drafted a quarterback. I don't think Aaron Rodgers was going to come back and deal with that. That division to me is fascinating. I still think Baltimore is the class of the division. I know they didn't play well last year, but you got Lamar Jackson. You've turned it over to their former defensive coordinator and Jesse Minter, who I think is going to have a different message than maybe John Harbaugh had. Still can run the ball with Derrick Henry. I think Cincy has loaded up on the defensive line, and they're trying to get some weapons around. So I think it'll be a situation where Pittsburgh might be the third best team, and I'll be glad when week 17, when Aaron Rodgers goes to a tent, he goes drink some ayahuasca, goes to a darkness retreat. Wasn't he dating a girl named Blue of Earth? First of all, anybody that fumbled Olivia Munn, shame on you, because I've watched her in that show, Your Friends and Neighbors, and I've seen a lot of Olivia Munn, and I want to see a whole lot more.
Oh, somebody else scoop and scored Olivia Munn.
Yeah,
That's valid point. Valid point.
Is that what they call it now? Scoop and score?
What was her name?
You let it down. I'm going to pick this thing up.
Look it up. Aaron Rodgers dated a lady named Blue of Earth. That's what she went by.
That's crazy. Hey, we got to go. We're up against a break, but you're a Pepsi guy, not Coke, right?
1,000%. And the amount of crap I get in Atlanta for drinking Pepsi. They hate me for that. Pepsi and Mountain Dew are like going to Joe's Stone Crabs. You get Mountain Dew on tap or a good cold Pepsi. It's one we used to love playing at Hard Rock Stadium when we'd come down with the Falcons. We knew it was a Pepsi stadium, and I'd be about 12 Pepsis deep before I walked down on the field. Then I'd be sweating grease before the game.
Yeah, I was giving Omar heat yesterday because he's a Pepsi over Coke guy. And I just don't understand that. Coke is such a superior drink.
No,
it tastes like I'm drinking dirty water. Pepsi's got a sweetness and a crispness to it that is godliness.
In Atlanta, that is sacrilegious, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I can't go anywhere and say that out loud.
It's like somebody in living in Green Bay and being lactose intolerant. All right, see you, John.
See you guys.
John Michaels from 680 The Fan in Atlanta. Follow him on social media, John Michaels U. In Miami, we don't drink coffee, we drink cafecito, and our pastries, we call them pastelitos. And when you want a low price, you know you always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Volkswagen. Take advantage of a Pricito now on all your favorite new Volkswagen models like a Tiguan, Jetta, Taos, Atlas, and more. Don't wait. Hurry to Doral Volkswagen today. Don't miss your chance to save on a new Volkswagen with easy financing, fast service, and the best value for your money, because you always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Volkswagen. Visit them at Doral Volkswagen, or you could start shopping for your Pricito right now online at DoralVolkswagen.com.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
You telling me Gogar had 2 balls?
We back at it with the steady, Hochman, Crowder, and Solana. 305, cafecito time, dame una colada. Got some interviews next, always got dope guests. Get the cesspool live, dropping comments and likes. We about to get right, talking sports, my G. Listen to Odyssey and 104.3. Live and back on GeorgiaMusic.com. Hitting it at the park like a Matt Mervis bomb off power. Get ready for the 3 o'clock hour. Get ready for the 3 o'clock hour. Get ready for the 3 o'clock hour. Get ready for that 3 o'clock. Ready for that 3 o'clock.
All right, 3 o'clock hour, Hochman, Crowder, and Solana. A couple notes here, by the way, that I haven't mentioned yet. Machine Gun Kelly is coming to West Palm Beach. It's the Lost Americana show with Wiz Khalifa, May 27th, I Think Financial Amphitheater. And if you want to win tickets, just go to WQAM.com, click on contests, and you can enter right there. It's a Live Nation show. The other concert we've been talking about this week is the Black Crowes. They're coming to Hard Rock Live May 30th, and we're giving away a pair of tickets listening to the show every day this week. And today, the final pair will be given away at 4:40. So make sure you are listening at 4:40 today. By the way, somebody just put on the chat, Solana, you mentioned in the headlines, Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch passed away yesterday at the age of 41, probably worth mention in the headlines there. I know Crowder goes to NASCAR races. I'm not a NASCAR fan, but
we had Kyle Busch on the podcast. He's a cool guy, man.
I didn't realize that.
Years ago, like 4 years ago, when we first started, he's a cool dude. He had like this empire, man. When I heard that, it broke my heart.
Yeah,
he's a very
41.
good dude.
Too young. They say he's been sick for a couple of weeks, and even they have audio from the last race that he won, and he's like, I'm going to need the doctor to meet me afterwards. And it had to do with sinuses, and they say he collapsed in the simulator, I think yesterday or the day before, and we'll get obviously more of the story as it all comes out. But obviously 41, that dude was a NASCAR legend and just way too young.
Yeah, just like a guy, just one of the guys. Like, he was great at what he did, but he was really just one of the guys. Invited us out to dinner, sat and ate dinner with him, like laughed, had a good time. And when I saw that, man, like I said, that got to me, because I'm 41.
Sad. Yeah, I mean, very
like,
sad.
Yeah, that's very sad.
We're going to get a full look at the headlines here. Jack McMullen is going to join us this hour from the Marlins radio network, see if he can fix what's going on with the Marlins. And we'll get some headlines as well. I did see, I mentioned when John was on with us, the line for Stanford. The opening week of football has Florida hosting FAU. Would you like to guess the line from the swamp? Give you a second here to think about it.
It's 305. Dale.
God bless. Dale.
Dale.
Thank you, Jimmy.
You're welcome.
305 is sponsored by Miami Lakes Chevrolet, where you walk in as a customer and drive out as family. Florida hosting the FAU Owls week 1. That's Saturday, September 5th. What do you think the line is?
We have a lot of questions at Florida, but it's still Florida. Just remember that. 18.5.
You want to guess, Solana? Do you know?
I don't know. Florida 36.5 point favorites.
Florida 25.5 point favorites.
Don't even know who the quarterback is, honestly.
I don't even know who Florida's coach is.
Summerall.
Oh.
Don't know what he looks like.
Does FIU play week 1 or week 0?
I don't think they play week 0. I know I have the week 0 schedule up. Stanford does play, by the way. So while Miami's opening game will be Friday night, September 4th, on the road at Stanford. Stanford plays week 0. They host Hawaii. I believe it's the first college football game.
It
that
is
Saturday.
Yeah.
I don't know if that matters to you guys or to you, Hawk, at all. If that's a little concern, just the idea that they'll have a game under their belt.
Nah, I mean, I feel like Miami should be able to go into Stanford and beat them coming off a national championship season.
Because it's Mensa.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, he can play too.
Unless he's the new Tate Martell, I'm assuming it's Mensa.
We talked to some guys. They say Mensa's a monster. So I'm excited for Miami. You know, I'm a sneaky around Canes fan.
Mensa to Tony. I mean, come on.
FIU.
Yeah, I was just about to mention that.
Yeah, FIU. They open up the season on the road. They're playing at USF. Week 1.
Oh, interesting.
Randy
What
Starks.
about your St. Thomas team, Jimmy?
I don't think their schedule came out yet. I'll get back to you.
There's somebody still doing it by hand with a protractor and a compass.
Probably Fort Lauderdale because we always play Fort Lauderdale week 1.
What conference are you in, St. Thomas?
Sun Conference.
The Sun Conference.
Monsters.
All right, let's get headlines
Damn
here
right.
because Jack McMullen's going to join us this hour. Headlines brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVolkswagen.com.
Nah, man, I'm gonna have to ride with Jimmy St. Thomas football team this year. It's year 1 of the Drew Davis era, and I think that matters to South Floridians, Canes fans, FIU fans alike, because that's Butch Davis's son who has taken over as the St. Thomas Bobcats head coach.
They're the Bobcats.
I know
Bobcats.
someone who's going to play football, too, at St. Thomas. Like, I'm friends with a dad whose son... Oh, do you know who it is? It's Paul, our sales manager.
Our sales manager.
Paul's son is playing football at St. Thomas, so I'm going to root for
Really?
them. Yeah.
I just pulled up their schedule. They start off on the road in Lebanon, Tennessee, against Cumberland University.
How do you think St. Thomas travels to Tennessee?
17 rental cars.
Paddle boat and rental cars.
They get on a bird.
My guess is they're scrambling because it was probably Spirit. Things have changed.
not
14
lying.
Corollas.
Yeah. They're actually taking Spirit, but they're driving it.
Driving the plane?
Yeah.
Literally going to drive the plane.
Yeah, you're going to see it going across. across
The mascot is
turnpike.
flying the plane.
Yeah, they play in Lebanon against Cumberland Phoenix. They write, the early test away from home will provide an immediate look at the Bobcats' new identity under new leadership.
The team name for Cumberland is the Phoenix.
I believe it's just the school is Cumberland Phoenix.
No, Cumberland University. Their mascot is called the Phoenix.
Like the horse with the wings.
Yeah, you know what a phoenix is? I don't think a phoenix is a horse, but
Or a
It's
bird.
It's a bird.
Yeah.
It rises
Like a
from the
firebird.
ashes.
Yeah.
The phoenix rises from the ashes.
Oh, like the girl.
yes.
X-Men.
I have no
The
idea
X-Men
what
girl,
you're talking
the
about. I'm
X-Men-
just trying to keep it moving.
Appreciate
Jean-
you, Jimmy. The X-Men girl. The Phoenix.
Jean Grey.
Jean Grey.
Oh, Aquaman.
Not Aquaman. It's a woman.
Oh.
Aqua. Woman?
Barbie.
That Margot Robbie. You know I like her.
Barbenheimer.
That was a great month, or like great couple months
I
of
mean-
just cinema. The Kane schedule, by the way.
I never saw Barbie, and Oppenheimer kind of stunk.
Oppenheimer was too long.
Oh, it's too
I can't
long. The
watch
payoff.
this.
Everyone was like, "Oh, and it's like I don't know." The
But
great
Bar-
scene though with that woman.
Yeah, yeah. Barbie was my when Solana, when we did the movies that you don't want to admit that you love, Barbie was mine. Barbie's a good movie.
Yeah, I
Right,
got
but
the idea.
the guilty
dog.
pleasure.
Guilty pleasure. There we go.
But the guilty pleasure movie, Crowder, is supposed to be a movie that sucks. It's not a good movie. I just think you like Barbie because you've got some Barbie tendencies. You know what I mean? Like,
No,
that's not a bad movie.
Robbie, the broken Barbie, the crazy lady with the short hair. It was not a great movie, but it's a good movie.
Oh, hold that thought. I asked Appel to jump on and give us a Jacoby Brissett update. Here he is, Josh Appel. He is working the story for us from all angles. What do we know about Jacoby Brissett and his holdout?
This is day 5, and we have no update.
I'm sorry?
Day 5, no update.
Nupdate?
Nupdate.
Huh. What'd you
still-
sign in for?
I'm waiting for a call. I put a phoner into Hits 101.5 in Phoenix.
A phoner.
When you call a top 40 station, you call it a phoner.
Remind me of the days calling it a Y100.
I have an update for you. Chris Sims, everybody's favorite quarterback analyst here in Miami. He believes, after going back and forth watching Brissett last year, that he played a lot better than people give him credit for. And I happen to think Chris Sims, in this one specific instance, knows ball.
Well, listen, I know you were on an island when you said Brissett deserves a raise, and then you went on vacation. And then Appel came on the next day, and that was his take. His take also was that Brissett is being underpaid for the position he's being asked to hold. Ben Volen in Orlando, though, told us that he's asking for $18 million a season.
That's crazy.
He's making $4, I think.
Yep.
About
He's asking for
five-ish, something
$18
like that,
million
4 or
a
5, yeah.
season. That seems a little aggressive.
Quadruple salary for Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah, but when you look at what starting quarterbacks make per year in the NFL, I don't think that is outlandish at all. Genuinely, and that's not me, doing a shtick here. I genuinely believe that if you're a starting quarterback, you're being brought to be a starting quarterback for a team, even if it's just for 1 year. Even if your name is Jacoby Brissett and you've bounced around the league and you were the starting quarterback coming into training camp, then I don't think it's outlandish that he feels he should be paid as such. He's not asking for Matthew Stafford money. He's not asking for Aaron Rodgers money. Matthew Stafford, Crowder, got $55 million to play 1 year.
He deserves it
And
because he is an all-pro Hall of Fame quarterback.
I agreed. 100% agree. Jacoby Brissett, if he had asked for Matthew Stafford money,
I can't
or
believe we're relitigating this.
Baker Mayfield money,
That's why I'm laughing. It's day 5.
My
of
head's
this.
going to explode.
then
I got a funny bit working here with Appel checking in with no update, and now I'm relitigating the entire story that nobody cares about.
Solana's right, though.
He's not right. It's
We're not
it's
doing this.
situation.
Doesn't
to
matter.
Situation.
Doesn't matter who's right or wrong because no one cares.
I'm right.
But I do have to break with Solana here for a second. The little Mims
Goodness
spiel you gave me, that's not a Mims. Sims update that you just gave, that's not an update. He's just giving you an analysis. That's not an update.
All right, what else do you have in the headlines?
it's better than your update.
Oh, his was an update.
An update.
Solana, did you know that Joey Chestnut got into a bite, and it's the rare wombo that also coincides with his profession,
We're gonna
biting
do this
food?
2 days. 2 days in a row.
That's fascinating. So what happened with? I saw the push.
I don't even think he understood what you said.
Could have said anything.
Want me to
I was
explain it
going to
again?
say it's fascinating.
I'm telling you, he literally, like, you talked and you thought you had a bit there, and he literally didn't understand a word that you said.
Bite, bar fight,
Bar fight.
bite, and he bites for a living. I think I got it. I think I got it.
Yeah.
But what happened specifically with Joey Chestnut? This was a bar fight and not a domestic violence incident. I just saw the push notification, and I'm
Yeah, it
not
was a bar
clicking on.
fight.
I'm not clicking on a Joey Chestnut push notification.
And that's why Appel's headlines were better than yours.
Yeah,
Facts.
understood.
How many
Somebody
bar
points
fights are
out,
domestic violence?
I think somebody points out, and this is a good question. So if Minshew gets the starting job, should he get 18 mil?
No, because
No.
Minshew was not the starter last year and was not being brought back to be the starter. It's different. There's nuance to this
So
conversation.
you don't have to be because your argument was if you're a starting quarterback, you deserve starting quarterback money. If Gardner Minshew is the starting quarterback week 1, he doesn't deserve starting quarterback money.
Jacoby Brissett last year started for the Arizona Cardinals.
That's
And
that's not up for debate. Your point was a starting quarterback deserves starting quarterback money.
Gardner Minshew does not know that he's the starting quarterback. He's going into training camp trying to become a starter. And if he
does,
well, too late. You can't ask for money.
It's
Once
too
the
late
season's
now for
why is it
Jacoby
not too late
Brissett?
for Jacoby Brissett? He didn't know he was going there to be the starter.
Like I said, there's nuance. Jacoby Brissett last year played for this organization, started for this organization, and is being brought back by said organization to be specifically the starting quarterback. Specifically, he is being brought back to start for the Cardinals. That's where the nuance is. That's where the difference between Brissett and Mustache is.
Minshew currently slated to make more than Jacoby Brissett this year, by the way.
So give him the job.
Well,
Listen, it is case by case with this thing. They drafted Carson Beck to be the starting quarterback. You don't just because I'm starting now I need to make what everybody else makes. It doesn't make sense. That's not how contracts are negotiated or settled. And obviously the Arizona Cardinals doesn't give a damn about Jacoby Brissett's upset because they're not speaking on it. Jacoby, throw this damn ball. We're going to give you $4.8 million and you be quiet. That's what it's supposed to be.
You think that the Arizona Cardinals drafted Carson Beck in the third round to be the starting quarterback?
Why didn't they draft a defensive tackle?
Crowder.
Why
You
didn't they
went-
draft the offensive guard?
Crowder, you went in the third round. If anybody should know this, you should know this.
Alana, no. Nobody drafts quarterbacks in the third round because they think Jacoby Brissett is the answer to our organizational problems. It is ridiculous that you're arguing for Jacoby Brissett. And they brought in Gardner Minshew. Bro, come on, man. It's Jacoby Brissett.
You're conflating two very different things. I don't
No,
think
I'm not
Brissett-
conflating anything. I don't know what that means. I'm telling the truth.
I don't think Jacoby Brissett is a good quarterback. I don't think he's a great quarterback. I think he's 31st, 32nd bottom starting quarterback in the NFL. And even if he's there, he deserves to be paid as he's there. And that's what the going rate is for quarterbacks who start in the NFL. So if he's going to be a starting
What if
quarterback,
he loses the starting job 5 weeks in?
which is why the Cardinals probably aren't going to pay him because he probably will lose the job.
You as an agent, you're going to argue that he's there.
Yeah, he's good enough to start in the NFL.
He's there. That's why he deserves 18 million. Solana, get out of here, bro. This is crazy.
well, you never ask for what you're actually going to get. I mean, he was good last year. They didn't have a good
He
record.
is going to
but he
get
was
more
good.
money. That's the funny
3,400
thing.
yards,
Like
65
we're
consecutive
going to
percentage.
find out in a week or two that he's getting 10 mil a season or 12 mil a season, which is going to make it all worth it. Because
Yeah,
if he
of
gets
course.
5 million more than what he was slated to make, who wouldn't want an extra $5 million? I just like arguing it.
I'm there, coach. Huh?
It's a better argument than Crowder. Oh, they took a guy in the third round to start for them. Like,
Well,
what are
they
you talking
did.
about?
Why they wouldn't have drafted him if they didn't think he was going to be the starter one day.
You don't think they plan on Carson Beck taking over that job sometime this
You
season?
don't
You're
waste a
crazy.
third round pick.
At some point, they're going to give Carson Beck an opportunity to prove that he can start at the NFL level. But you don't select a guy
Isn't that what Crowder said? You're saying it in a
Exactly what
very
I'm saying.
wordy fashion.
because they don't know. What if he comes in and he's not capable of being a starting quarterback in the NFL, which is very, very possible of happening? How many guys go in the
And
third
we
round?
know Jacoby
and we
Brissett
never
is
hear
Jacoby
from them?
Brissett, Solana. We know what Jacoby Brissett is. You know what he is? He's Jacoby Brissett.
But honestly, why do you think they drafted him in the third round?
No, just for fun. They know his family. They know his mom. They're doing a solid.
Like, why would you draft a quarterback in the
Come
third
on.
round if you didn't envision him as a starter at some point?
In 2022, the Falcons drafted Desmond Ridder in the 3rd round. Have you ever heard of
He
Desmond
started.
Ridder again?
Yeah, no, I did hear
But
when they started him.
him.
In 2022, Matt Corral was drafted by the Carolina Panthers. Kellen Mound in the 3rd round by the Vikings in 2021.
And you think that these teams that you're going to rattle off did not plan on starting that guy?
Right.
At some
I'm
point?
not understanding what your point is.
My point is that when you take a guy in the 1st or 2nd round, you were expecting them to at some point be the starting quarterback for your franchise. You were drafting somebody high in the draft. Once it gets to 3rd round or later, you're taking a flyer on a guy and you're hoping that given the opportunity, they will be good enough to start for you, but you really have no idea. You're just taking a flyer on the guy, and I think that's what the Cardinals did.
Aren't you just repeating what we're saying?
National championship, Carson Beck is a flyer.
And
you tried to throw me under the bus, which I started my first game ever in the league. That's what you want to do. You sound crazy, bro.
You didn't start. You
My first game against the Denver Broncos, 2005, I started next to Zach Thomas.
So Junior Seau was hurt.
No, Junior played the Sam. I'm gonna punch you in your face. Now you running me hot. You don't know what the hell you're talking about.
It doesn't make any sense, though. Why would you draft a quarterback in the 3rd round? To be a backup? You would draft a backup quarterback in the 3rd round?
Jacoby Brissett was drafted in the 3rd round. So I'd like to take all this argument off the table.
Well, no, he's been a starter. We know what he is.
Yeah, I think there's more of an opportunity of Carson Beck this year in year 1.
You're changing the argument.
Not starting.
You are changing the argument. You have now put in a little qualifier on year 1. That was missing in your argument for the last 4 minutes.
I thought it was obvious. We were talking about year 1 here. Well, that's your update on Jacoby Brissett.
I'm gonna have to touch you. I gotta touch you here coming up here soon. You're crazy.
The Marlins, they do play tonight. They're going to open up their series against the New York Mets. 7:10 p.m. is your first pitch at Lone Depot Park.
Jack McMullen's going to join us in the next segment.
And there is quite a bit of NBA news. Obviously, you have the Western Conference Finals, Game 3 tonight. Series shifts back to San Antonio. We have more info regarding that new the new parameters that the NBA is going to vote on to try to curb tanking by teams. I can get into that a little bit later. There's a lot more information out now. And apparently Chris Quinn, according to a couple different reports, is going to interview for the Chicago Bulls head coaching job.
Yeah, I mean, if this guy messes with Buzelis, it's on site.
He's the future.
Good for Quinners. I hope he gets it.
Quinners, huh?
Quinners.
All right.
Little Quinny. Your weather right now in South Florida, it's 88 degrees. Tonight, the lows are going to drop into the low 80s. Brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping keep your home and family safe when the storms roll in. Visit tornadoroofing.com for your free roof and window estimate.
All right, we'll talk some baseball with Jack McMullen next. Are you going to stick around for McMullen, Appel, or are you going to work on the 4 o'clock Jacoby Brissett update?
I've got to work my sources, reach back out to maybe the country station out there for Odyssey and Phoenix will have an update instead of the hit station. So I'll work on it. Maybe Gumbo and Ace or whatever the name is. I can get in touch with that.
All right. Well, if you need any assistance, Jimmy's got your back. So just
Jimmy, call Gumbo.
Gumbo and Ace.
You take the Ace route, and Jimmy, you take the Gumbo route. Jack McMullen is going to join us next. Cheetah Pompano, what a great spot to watch a game this weekend and enjoy some entertainment. They have the most beautiful ladies in South Florida to entertain. They've got the VIP areas, 4 stages, and a lot of fun. Cheetah Pompano also has that amazing complimentary gourmet lunch till 3 p.m. every day. Happy hour specials until 6. Don't forget, if you're planning a bachelor party, there is no better place to have it than Cheetah Pompano or Cheetah Palm Beach. You can get all the details online or at either of the clubs. I say it all the time. Every day is a great day at Cheetah Pompano Beach. You want to make sure you visit Cheetah Palm Beach as well. And you can get all the details at cheetahsofl.com.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
But now I've got an entire squid and quail egg in my mouth. see, Jimmy. Are you playing this because you're confused about the Marlins and you want to know what's up, what's going on?
That's exactly why I played it.
It's good producing, Jimmy. I saw the message there. Jack McMullen is on the Toyota of Hollywood hotline, the radio voice for the Miami Marlins on WQAM and all across the Marlins radio network. And Marlins Mets open a 3-game series tonight at Lone Depot Park. Yuri Perez on the mound. So explain it to us, Jack, because this is the lowest point of the season so far for the Fish. In my estimation, they're mired in last place, and it's just been a bad run. So how do they get things back on track? What has gone wrong?
Yeah, do it with the Sharpie in my mouth, or would you prefer I keep the Sharpie in to listen?
Yeah. I was explaining to my son the bit of me having the Sharpie, and he said every hour I should put like another Sharpie behind my ear, and then have another one behind my ear in the 4:00 hour, and then
You just become the Sharpie man.
Yeah, just become Sharpie man. But yeah, no, that's a good prop. You weren't here earlier in the week, Solana, but Steven Strom joined us while holding a baseball, and I thought it added a lot to the analysis.
Oh yeah, just like holding a prop.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah. So when Hoch mentioned Sharpie, I just needed to get involved in the Sharpie thing.
Appreciate
listen, I mean, a lot of it's just stemming from the early issues in game. I just mean early in game. Like the first inning is a serious thing. I need you to take the second Sharpie out of your ear too. Stop.
I thought it connotes that I'm listening even more intently.
Locked in.
Yeah.
Oh man, I couldn't get into the first inning woes just looking at Hoch with a Sharpie on his ear. So all right, now we go serious. Now we talk ball. Honestly, man, it's the first inning that it feels like is kind of doing the Fish in right now. We had a point on the broadcast last night just about the first inning issues, and the Marlins ERA in the first inning is over 10 right now this month. So it just feels like they're falling behind the 8 ball a little bit at the outset of the ball game, and it's always tougher playing catch up than working ahead and kind of pushing a stiff arm to the opposing lineup with your bullpen. And you want to get to your best bullpen arms. You do that with a 2-run lead. You don't do that with a 2-run deficit and you're trying to score in the 7th or the 8th and the 9th. So honestly, like this stretch stems from starting pitching and kind of their lack of effectiveness in the front third of the ball game. But, a lot of things go into a losing streak over the course of a baseball season. And it's a baseball season. We play 162 of these. That's a ton. I think we're a quarter of the way in.
And Mac, we're saying we talked about it on the show a number of times, and everybody loves talking about the pitching, like you just said, and the bullpen and the lineup. The bats, I think our bats, like we die for innings on end. I think the bats are the problem. Am I wrong with that?
No, I mean, honestly, I look at that front third and I say, how thankful are we that we have the major league hits leader in Otto Lopez, a guy that is looking like one of the best second basemen in baseball in Xavier Edwards, and one of the league's leading RBI men in Liam Hicks. Like that top third has done so much heavy lifting, and obviously so thankful for what they've done for that Marlin lineup over the course of the first 50, 51 ball games. But I'm just looking at some other guys. Like it was really good to see Marcy get going, but situationally with back-to-back lefties, Marcy just didn't get a start 2 days in a row after he had 8 hits over the weekend in St. Pete. Kyle Stowers had the multi-homer day yesterday, but before that, he was struggling to hit the ball out of the ballpark, and you need Stowers to hit the ball out of the ballpark. It's a lot of things need to go right at the same time to win ball games offensively. You've got 9 guys. It's not like Otto can hit 3 times each turn in the lineup. He's going to hit 4 or 5 times at most over the course of a single night. So you just need like 4 or 5 guys going any single night to get it rolling. And honestly, those crooked innings, those big innings, it does feel like the Marlins have kind of lacked that over the last week or two.
I just want to point out that there are a couple of bats available. One's in Jacksonville. His name is Davison de los Santos. There's another one available on the west coast of Mexico. His name is Matt Mervis.
Yeah, did you book your flight down there?
No, you and I are still coordinating our schedules. I've got my Sharpie out there. I took a notes on.
Perfect. Yeah, no. If you pop on Google Flights and if you find like a 36-hour turnaround, preferably on an off day, like a Monday or Thursday, that'd be great.
I'm on kayak right now, checking all the flights.
No, but to that point, and I don't mean Davison de los Santos or Matt Mervis. Is the answer right now, Jack, is it on this ball club currently? Is it just as simple as the starting pitching has to be better, like you mentioned, to start games? I know Yuri hasn't necessarily looked like Yuri over the past couple of outings, or maybe it's going back to some of these call-ups that we've seen have some short success over the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, I think a lot of it's on this roster. Honestly, I think Stowers getting going. I mentioned the multi-homer day yesterday. Like, that's kind of lost in an 8-3 loss or a 9-3 loss, whatever that ended up being yesterday to Atlanta. But Stowers hit 2 homers. Like, those were his second and third homers of the year. This guy just needs one night to really get himself going. And who's to say he can't have a huge weekend against the New York Mets? So I think Stowers is an answer. I think Casey could be an answer. Casey had a moonshot yesterday, second deck. And then, like, listen, there are going to be different iterations of this lineup at all times. There could be guys in Jacksonville right now. Notably, Griffin Conine is working his way back. It sounds like he may be a week or two away from a rehab assignment beginning. Conine was swinging the bat really well before he got hurt a couple of weeks ago. So, I honestly think that a lot of the right answers are currently on the roster. We just got to see those guys get back to doing what we know they can do.
Nothing seems unfixable.
Yes. Nothing seems unfixable right now.
Speaking of unfixable, I don't know if you guys have been following this. Are you aware that the ice cream machine in the press box was not working for most of the season, and then they got it fixed, but it only worked for a couple of days, and now it's out of order again?
Let me tell you, the out of order was for the remainder of the night. I show up the next day, and it was in order, and I had some vanilla soft serve last night, and it was outstanding. Right. So the next time you're at Lone Depot Park, use the new ice cream machine.
So we have a ice cream machine update at the press box. What do they have? I've never been up there. What do they have? Vanilla and chocolate, or just vanilla?
Simple vanilla chocolate. You've got the swirl, which is always huge. You know, you've got
I disagree.
No,
I think
in the middle.
Anyone who goes for the swirl, hey, pick a side. Hey, what do you
really?
You walking into? Oh, I'm walking into the voter booth. I'm voting Democrat and Republican. Same race. Oh, I just voted for Kamala and Trump. Oh, look at that. I asked for the presidential swirl. Pick a side.
As a naturally non-confrontational person, I was a swirl kid growing up, so I still stick with swirl.
Who were you trying to avoid conflict with? The yogurt guy?
I guess, yeah. It's like, are you sure you're a vanilla person? Are you sure?
Don't let him do it to you, Jack.
I really don't like the swirl, though. I think it's such a it dilutes both flavors. Both flavors stand well on their own. So, and then if you swirl them, you just dilute them.
I disagree. I think you get the best of both worlds, and you got what's nice is you got all the fixins over there as well. So, like,
they do have like a fixin station.
They got like Oreo crumbles. They got M&Ms. They added the new like ice cream peanuts. I've never seen peanuts as finely chopped as ones that are at ice cream parlors. So they've got those, and then they've got the caramel now too, which is a new addition. And then I think I saw a couple maraschino cherries the other day, which is big. That's big.
That is
you
big.
You go caramel, not caramel.
Caramel. Yeah, caramel. From the Midwest. It's Carmel, Indiana, the suburb of Indianapolis, and it's caramel.
Okay. Wow. But, going back to that, the soft serve, I'm with you, by the way. I'm a strong proponent of the swirl, so I'm with you, Jack. Can you have soft serve in between innings? Is that like a snack that you'd be able to consume? Because I'm just walking through it. You just go soft serve. You could probably take a couple scoops of that, and that's not going to affect your broadcast. You're going to have a peanut in your mouth. You're not going to have like a piece of hot dog lodged in the back of your mouth that's going to affect your pronunciation. However, it'll melt. So you've really got to get through that bad boy quickly. If not, Strom's equipment's going to be ruined halfway through the game.
Do you want me to go total broadcast dork on you right now? Because I'm happy to.
Yes.
So, okay. If I do ice cream at the ballpark, it's got to be like 90 minutes to 2 hours before first pitch, because dairy will kind of like dry you up and gum you up a little bit. So I feel like it's way harder for me to get the number of words that I have to get out over the course of the 3 hours. So I avoid dairy for like 2 hours leading up to first pitch.
Wow.
The other one,
by the way, we've heard this before, because Crowder always gets phlegmy during the show, and we couldn't understand, how does your throat fill with mucus without you being aware of it? And because it always catches him off guard. And we had someone on who said, "Hey, you're drinking too much coffee and cream because the cream is making you all throaty."
It was the Alfredo.
And he has
Yes.
Alfredo sauce in the afternoon. Who would do
But
that?
it's all dairy. Listen, the afternoon Alfredo's crazy. Alfredo's
That's
an evening
crazy,
dish.
right? That's
Evening
crazy
dish.
to have
It's an
anything
enjoy your
Alfredo
food whenever you want
in the
to.
middle of the afternoon is bat bleep insane, isn't it?
It's respectfully, Crowder, it's nuts that you do weekday Alfredo nonetheless.
Yeah.
Crazy.
What about hibachi for lunch? Not before a game, obviously. Like,
That's a power play. That's a big time power play. Hibachi for lunch. Like you're telling me you're rolling up to Benihana at 1:30 on a Tuesday. That's awesome.
No, it's the opposite of awesome.
Awesome.
I think that's really cool.
No, because
No, you're
the
leading the
onion
witness
volcano
again.
doesn't
You're
hit
leading
in the
the
middle of the
witness again.
afternoon. I mean, you're not going to go see. That's why they don't start concerts in the afternoon. They start concerts at night because that's when you take in the entertainment.
Yeah, but sound check, you can get a free concert at a sound check, and that is in broad daylight, and that
Never
is
the
great.
same.
One more broadcast dork thing for you that I do. If you haven't tried this before, highly recommend you take a water bottle, put 2 Hall's cherry in there, dissolve it, and it's like you're drinking a cough drop. So I'd say out of the 162 ball games, like 100 or 110 of them, I have a water bottle with 2 dissolved cough drops in it, and I take a sip between every half inning. It's like you're drinking a cough drop.
Jack McMullen is doing Marlins games on the Scissor.
This is
This was delightful.
We're doing food stuff. Mac, I know. Do you eat in the bed? Do you take food in your bed?
Not a chance.
No,
chance.
Crowder, you're nuts, man.
No chance. You were like, I'm aligning with this guy. Let's see how far we can push this. No.
He eats full meals in his bed.
Salad, appetizer, entree, right in the bed watching Netflix.
That's crazy. You ever wake up and it's like, how did that piece of iceberg lettuce get there?
Huh? Well, you know something. Well, I have different stuff in my bed. Me and my wife get after it, Jack. So
Yeah, there is no iceberg lettuce left because the ants get it.
damn ants in my bed. But if you have to sit on the couch, I can enjoy a truffle Caesar in my
Sure.
bed where it's comfortable.
Why not just do it on the couch where you don't sleep?
It's
Right.
less comfortable.
Yeah.
Also, a truffle Caesar, a little cutesy there with the truffle Caesar. It's
Yeah, I'm a
But
truffle
you're
guy.
also you're playing the angles there too, like proper digestion. Don't you got to be sitting up in bed, right? I feel like it'd be hard to lay down, and then do you like scoop it? You rest the plate on your chest and like kind of funnel it in. That's tough.
I do rest it on my chest, but I have a strong foundation, Jack. My body can figure it out.
Jack McMullen, he'll be on the call tonight. You'll hear the game right here. It's was it 7:10 first pitch tonight, right?
7:10 first pitch, yeah, and then 4:10 tomorrow.
7:10 first pitch, 4:10 first pitch tomorrow and Sunday, and then you guys go on the road. You go to Toronto, right?
We go to Toronto, then we see these Mets again, and then we're in Washington. So a 3-city road trip for us.
Will you hit Tim Hortons in Toronto?
Yeah, of course. I'm going to get some Timbits and get a
Nice.
nice cup of Joe, and it's going to be great.
Nice. Yeah, we asked Strom. He's like, no, I don't have time, and I don't like donuts.
Well,
Who doesn't like donuts?
Steven's he's so disciplined with the diet. He's a stud. I heard Crowder say he's a good looking fella. And he takes proper care of his body there. So me, not so much. I'm a Timbits and coffee guy.
Good for you, man.
You're a looker too now. Don't act crazy,
Hey.
Mac.
Appreciate you.
Do people call you Mac? Because Crowder's called you Mac 17 times this interview.
Yeah, I was Jack Mac growing up. That was what I was my entire life.
All right.
Don't hate on our relationship. Just let it
It
happen.
just caught me off guard the first time. I can't remember who the hockey player was that this happened with.
No, it was,
Who was
Bob. It was a boogeyman. He kept referring to Bob Bugner as boogeyman.
Who was on with us though? Was it Vinny Trocheck?
Vinny Trocheck.
Yeah, Vinny Trocheck. You kept calling Bob Bugner Boogeyman, and I finally hit my limit. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Appreciate you, Mac.
Well, did you see, by the way, on CBS Sports HQ yesterday? Was it Bernie Mac? No, it was Cedric the Entertainer. Did you see Bernard King was at the Knicks game? Bernard King's a Knicks legend. I don't know if you know him, Crowder. but he had like the
Looking
fedora on and the jacket. And someone on
foolishness.
CBS Sports HQ was showing the highlights, and it goes, and there's Cedric the Entertainer, like with no sense of having this wrong. It was Bernard King. It was not Cedric the Entertainer. I don't even think, is Cedric the Entertainer alive?
He's alive, but he's not. He wasn't at the Knicks game.
Certainly not courtside. All right. I don't know what the hell we just covered, but I feel better about the Marlins than I did when we started.
Jack,
We'll
That's our
see
goal.
you, Jack.
Every time, that's our goal.
We'll see you, Jack.
See ya.
Jack McMullen, listen to him tonight right here on WQAM, Marlins and Mets. We will take a break. We'll come back with more Hochman, Crowder, and Solana.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
tighten your ass up, Whale.
right, let me give you the stock market report to start out the 4 o'clock hour here. That's sponsored by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE, 1-800-747-3733. Another positive day on Wall Street. Dow Jones up 294 points, S&P 500 up 27 points, and the NASDAQ up 50 points. So you go into the holiday weekend with a good week on Wall Street. It is Memorial Day weekend. Is anyone listening? Imagine most offices are closed right now, right? 4 o'clock on a Friday before Memorial Day weekend. I feel like everybody's heading for Z Hills.
No, they open.
You think?
Got to get that work in.
Our office closed at 2 today.
Maybe not get that work in.
Why do people get the day or Friday off early if there's no work Monday?
You asking that genuinely, like you don't know?
No, I mean, I understand it, but in reality, if you don't work Monday, then why are you getting extra hours off on Friday?
Well, I mean, you took Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday off this week.
But I'm here Friday, aren't I? Be here till 6.
That means I think this chatter has it the best. Shut up, Solana. That's why.
Human nature is lazy, bro.
Stay at your desks, you bums.
Human
Come on.
nature.
Black Crows
People
are
want to
coming.
be lazy.
Black Crows are coming to Hard Rock Live May 30th, and we've got our final pair of tickets to give away, and it will happen at 4:40 this afternoon. 34 minutes from now, we will give away our final pair of tickets to see the Black Crows at Hard Rock Live on May 30th. That's going to be an excellent show. We have a couple pieces of sound that I'd love to play for everybody. We were talking with Jack McMullen in the last segment about, did you call him Mac the first time on purpose, or did you just kind of get confused because it's Jack McMullen?
No. Because last time we had him on, what was that, last week or a week ago? I asked him about Jack Mac because Jack McMullen, natural Jack Mac, and
Maybe I wasn't on that day. Was I not on that day?
I think you were. I think Crowder had said, I'm going to call you Jack Mac. Does anybody call you Jack Mac? And he's like, yeah, people called me Jack Mac. But then you started calling him J Mac at some point during that interview.
Yeah.
And then today you just went straight Mac.
Yeah, I'm a nickname guy. I get it from my dad. My dad.
Yeah, no, I like nicknames
everybody.
too. I hadn't thought, but it makes sense that he would be Mac. But you said it. It caught me off guard the first time, but I was like, oh, okay, it might make sense. And then you doubled down on the second time. By the fifth time, I was like, does he have this right, or is he just? But anyway, it reminded me. So remember when the Panthers head coach was Bob Bugner, and maybe 4 people called him Boogeyman. Nobody knew him as Boogeyman, I don't think. But we had Vinny Trocheck on the air with us, and you were trying to ask Vinny Trocheck a question about Bob Bugner, but you keep calling him Boogeyman. And I thought it was a little off-putting after a while, and I had to interrupt you. And I hated to have this argument in front of Vinny Trocheck, but it was necessary at the time. And then Solana put it all to music, and this is what we were referencing with Jack McMullen in the last segment.
Hey, yo,
Light skin.
And the Boogeyman, Coach Bugner. Did he change it all? Second year, comfort level, understanding you guys. Did Boogeyman change it all this season?
Why do you keep calling him Boogeyman?
That's his damn nickname, boy.
But you don't know him. Why would you call him
Vinny
Boogeyman?
just said it's his nickname. Everybody knows it's on his Wikipedia. Boogeyman. 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 Boogeyman.
So great. That was Valero that made that, not you, Solana. That was a long time ago, huh?
That was a long time ago.
Yeah. I love when Crowder goes, this damn nickname, boy.
And then his backup on that is it says it on Wikipedia.
It say it on Wikipedia, the Boogeyman.
Poor Vinny Trocheck. And then today happens to be your celebrity birthdays today. Novak Djokovic. Do you know how old he is, Solana? It's your guy.
42.
45.
You know Crowder?
45.
39.
Wow.
Still in his 30s.
He's been roll hard.
Johnny Gill?
Oh, he got to be 60.
He is 60.
Yeah.
You know Johnny Gill, Solana?
We've played. He's a musician, right, or an artist. We play one of his songs.
Rub You the Right Way.
That's the one. Yeah.
Such a good song, man.
That's the one.
Such a good song. He's 60. Julian Edelman?
Oh, he's younger than me. 30, 38?
40.
Wow.
Anthony Richardson, your guy.
Oh, 20 through 24?
25.
Yeah.
And our friend Corey Dickerson turns 37 today. Now, Corey Dickerson is the first base coach for whom? Do you remember, Jimmy?
The Nationals.
For the Washington Nationals. I didn't know that till I was watching a Marlins-Nats game, and there was Corey Dickerson. Corey Dickerson, speaking of the Marlins, was on our show the beginning of one Marlins season.
Yeah.
I can't remember what season it was. And he was boring. He was
tough interview.
Jack McMullen, in the last segment, rolling with the punches. Like, for me, Jack McMullen last segment threw a complete game shutout.
Yeah. Jack Mack.
Well, Jack McMullen, that did,
Mm-hmm. Mack.
But Corey Dickerson came on with us, and I was just trying to get to know him, doing my silly questions, favorite TV show, do you like miniature golf? And it was like pulling teeth. And Solana made a montage. And since it's his birthday today, here's our look back at our interview with Corey Dickerson. And do you have any interest, Corey, in becoming a friend of the program? Would you like to become our go-to Marlin?
Why not? Why not?
What's your favorite TV show?
Favorite TV show? Let's see. Yeah.
But The Office. Ever watch The Office?
A little bit, yeah.
Little bit. What's your favorite movie ever?
Ever. Ooh. Oh. Let's see.
What's the best baseball movie ever? Is it Field of Dreams?
Man, I like Sandlot. The funny,
Sandlot,
kind of kids. Yeah.
What's your favorite food?
Food. See.
Corey Dickerson, Marlins outfielder. Okay, so do you agree to become a friend of the program?
Yeah, for sure. Let's do it anytime.
All right. I'll call you tomorrow. I'll call you tomorrow. Happy birthday, Corey Dickerson.
That was ridiculous.
All right. Headlines brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVolkswagen.com.
Sandlot with the kids. It's funny. You guys want to revisit why Novak Djokovic belongs on the Mount Rushmore of athletes of all time?
No.
I'm fine. Who is that?
We'll just keep rolling then. Just keep it rolling.
Yeah, keep it rolling.
Okay. There's a couple NBA notes that we just haven't gotten to today. Just been bogged down with Jacoby Brissett news, of course. Before I get there, though, yesterday, or maybe this was 2 days ago, I don't know if you guys mentioned it, but the Dolphins posted 5 full minutes of video of Jeff Hafley mic'd up coaching at OTAs over this week.
Yeah, we talked about it. I asked Omar yesterday, hey, do you notice a difference between the two regimes? And he's like, not really.
Yeah. He's not McDaniel, though.
Right. I was saying, like, he's out there and he's telling everybody, like, yeah, bust your ass, get it done. And Mike McDaniel, it just wasn't his style. And again, I mean, we've litigated this a million times. If it's working, no one cares. When it's not working and it becomes apparent that players were taking advantage of him, treating him almost like a substitute teacher, then a change needed to be made, and it did.
Give me an answer for the Sabans, the best college football coach in history of time, the Bill Belichick's. You hear Joe Rose tell the stories about Don Shula. I've heard a bunch of Shula stories. Like, give me the substitute teacher coach that worked out. Like, I don't think it works, honestly, because you have alpha males all around you, and they're going to see pie and take advantage of pie. And I think that the Dolphin players saw pie.
The nice guy we always use for the example is Tony Dungy. Tony Dungy had success while being a nice guy, but that doesn't mean he was a walkover.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the thing.
And I think he played, right? Didn't he play NFL football?
Yes.
Yeah, so there's always
Tony
that
was
difference.
A player, but he wasn't a cusser and a screamer, but he wasn't, like you said, you're going to walk over him. You knew who ran that building. I don't think the players knew Mike McDaniel ran that building.
Right.
He played like 2 seasons.
Who, Dungy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Solana. You got a couple.
No, I like how Solana diminishes that. Solana brings up that he was honorable mention all county
14.
Fourth team, which was really not even honorable mention. It was just, here are the other players in the county.
I mean, the professional career section on his Wikipedia is 2 sentences. Out of here. Undrafted.
Yeah. Can't trust him.
Actually, scratch that. His best season was in 1978. He had 6 interceptions and won a championship ring with the Steelers. Pretty good, this Tony Dungy. Yeah.
Hey, really?
Yeah. No. Like Tony could play. But to your point, it's like I always talk about, like the cussing and screaming and acting crazy. I enjoy those coaches. But I played under a lot of coaches that gained respect and had respect that didn't have to cuss and scream and yell. But you just knew it was their room. It was their building. They were in charge.
How about this? Tony Dungy, he was the emergency quarterback for the Steelers in 1977. And there was a game where both Terry Bradshaw and Mike Kruschuk went down with injuries. I imagine that was the backup quarterback. Tony Dungy is the most recent NFL player to intercept a pass and throw an interception in the same game.
Wow. Got a little stat, a little factoid.
Yeah, a little trivia question.
Tony
Dungy ended his career
made
9 interceptions and 6 fumble recoveries.
Wow.
Tony Dungy made us know who John Gruden was.
The reason I had pointed out that video was because, to me, what I took away from it was that when the Dolphins would post those clips, Mike McDaniel mic'd up, whether it was in a practice, whether it was in a game, the video was always like him doing bits, him talking about like an inside joke he had developed with a player, or him just like doing bits, like his shtick. This, to me, sure, there was some personable, I think, like takes with him and some of the players, like showing that he has personality, but it was a 5-minute video, 4 minutes and 30 seconds of him coaching.
It was traditional coach speak.
Coach. Yeah. Like he's coaching with McDaniel. So even like how the Dolphins are trying to present themselves right now, I think is a little bit different. With McDaniel, it was, hey, look, we're the fun team. We've got the quirky head coach. Look at our fun video content. Even just with this first opportunity to see him coaching in OTAs, it was like business. Hey, look how he's explaining technique here, and look how he's talking about.
And by the way, that's not like creative editing from the Dolphins. That is who Jeff Hafley is.
Yeah.
I don't want my coach in $300 Air Force Ones and Knickerbockers. I want my coach in Air Monarchs, team issued, ready to win football games. I joked with Mike Nolan.
That's that's a crazy reference for joggers.
Listen. I had jokes with Mike Nolan. I had jokes with Dom Capers. I even had jokes with Nick Saban. Like when he was on the podcast, like we joked around too. Junior joked with Nick, but you knew who was running the ship. You knew who was doing it. And Nick Saban wore Air Monarchs every day. Air Sabans, we called them. We used to give them hell about them.
By the way, I do not think knickers are knickerbockers.
The little pants,
those are knickers.
No,
Knickerbockers.
No, Knickerbocker. That's what. So the New York Knickerbockers. That's the Knicks' original name. It was about the pants that like Dutch settlers used to wear in New York, which became prominent, in Manhattan, in the city, because it was a Dutch settlement, a Dutch
Hold
colony.
that thought. Josh Appel is signing in. He's got a Jacoby Brissett update. By the way, I heard on my DMs on Instagram from Jacoby Brissett's high school football coach here in Palm Beach County, and he said, leave his ass alone.
Well, Solana and I are in it for him. We want this for Jacoby.
I said, I love Jacoby. He's a Palm Beach County kid.
Now you gonna backpedal now that he doesn't text you.
Yeah, I am.
Come on, Colt.
Okay, so I've been working my sources, been working the phones. That's why I'm a little late.
Okay, so we actually have an update.
No update.
Huh. Interesting.
There have
So
been no
what
developments on day 5.
What did you work?
I was on the phone with an undisclosed source for the last half hour or so, and we were trying to get to the bottom of it. And unfortunately,
You spoke to an undisclosed source for a half hour and got no information on Jacoby. What kind of source is this?
That was your
Listen,
cousin.
we were going through everything that we've been going through here. We were talking about, they drafted Carson Beck in the 3rd round. And what does that mean for Jacoby Brissett?
I got it. So you just did your own radio show with someone for a half hour?
That may or may not be the case.
All right.
And I've also, again, the country music station out, our Odyssey affiliate in Phoenix didn't answer. The hit station didn't answer. So I'm now going to go to the oldies station and see if the Golden Oldies, shout out to the Heat, will maybe have a chance to have an update on Jacoby for us. Because listen, this is the biggest story in the NFL right now, and quite frankly, in sports. And we want to bring you all the accurate information.
Just looking at it on Google, I'm doing like a news search from Nesson. The headline is Jacoby Brissett continues bizarre contract holdout.
Not that bizarre.
I mean, they have a lot to worry about in Arizona if they don't end up paying Jacoby Brissett. Is all I'm saying.
Is that so?
Yeah, they've got a lot to worry about.
Dust storms.
What else do they have to worry about?
This is funny. Jimmy put on the private chat here. PCA just hit a 2-run home run for the Astros, and I'm thinking to myself, what are you doing? Why are you wasting my time with that? I just got a text from my son. PCA ding dong.
Did you see PCA let an inside the park home run go?
Oh, he's so bad in the field all of a sudden. And I think that woman got in his head.
He couldn't find the ball, man. I laughed at that.
The announcer even called it a little league home run.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah.
By the way, this update from the Miami Marlins, speaking of baseball, Robbie Snelling underwent left elbow UCL repair with an internal brace. The surgery was performed, and the timeline for return to play is 10 to 12 months.
Yeah. Talked about it yesterday. Tommy John for their number 2 prospect. That is a bummer for the Fish.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Solana, right? All pitchers want Tommy John.
I should point out, so the internal brace, it's a very similar procedure to Tommy John, but it's technically not Tommy John.
Oh, interesting.
It's a new version of the UCL repair, basically.
This is the Tommy Seaver.
Exactly.
If Defoe's listening, he found that funny.
Good reference. Good pitch.
Thank you.
We got
Tommy off Martin.
Do either of you guys know Tom Seaver?
I don't know Tom Seaver.
I mean, that's
pitcher.
Crazy.
Yes.
Solana, don't lie. I knew
He
it was a
played for the
pitcher because
Angels?
he said it.
Nah, play
Met.
for the Reds.
Tom Seaver?
Yeah.
Dude's in the
Met.
Hall of Fame.
Yeah. He's one of the best pitchers that you've ever seen, but he played for the Reds.
The Mets.
The
I had
Reds.
Tom Seaver, the right-handed starting pitcher, played for the Mets. I
And
had
the
a
Reds.
signed picture of him in my bathroom growing up.
In your bathroom.
He did.
Yeah.
He played for the Mets for 10 years, and he played for the Reds for 5 years, and went back to the Mets for a season. Played for the White Sox for a couple of years, and then the Red Sox for one
Would
season.
you like to apologize, Appel?
Well, you were making it seem like he didn't play for the Mets. He's best known as a Met.
No, you were making it sound like he never played for the Reds.
No, I didn't say that.
Well, he's a member of the New York Mets Hall of Fame and the Cincinnati Reds Hall of Fame.
Push.
So you're both right. 12-time All-Star, World Series champion, 3-time NL Cy Young Award winner, NL Rookie of the Year.
Had you ever heard of him, though, honestly?
Promise I have. Yeah, Tom Seavers is like a MLB legend.
Had a picture in your bathroom.
Yeah, it was a signed plaque. I had nowhere else to put it.
In your restroom.
Yeah, it was him and David
That's-
Lee were stacked on top of each other on the wall. in the
Nothing
back.
wrong with that.
A grown man looking at a grown man sitting on the toilet.
Well-
That's crazy.
Well, imagine
Well, it
it's
was
not when
by
he
the
was a
sink.
grown man.
By the sink. It wasn't by the toilet.
How big
But this
was
is
your
when you were a
bathroom?
kid, right?
It was when I was a kid and my first apartment out of college.
All right. Yeah, that's fine. I'll give
First
you a pass.
apartment out of college, Hawk. They were talking about 24.
Well, what do you want? What do you want him to have hanging in the
I
bathroom?
don't know.
Salvador
a
Dali? Yeah,
a
he's just out of
seashell?
USF. What do you
Maybe
want him
a
to do?
Maybe a seashell. Maybe a palm tree.
There's
You want a
nothing.
burrito? You want him to decorate the bathroom with burritos?
There's nothing more relaxing than waking up in the morning, walking over to brush your teeth, looking to your left, and seeing Tom Seaver and David Lee, the basketball player. on my wall.
Absolutely. It's why I kept my Logan Morrison toothbrush holder in the bathroom.
Y'all are weird.
Oh, what do you have in your bathroom, Crowder?
Yeah, the guy eats in the bed, but having a picture up on the wall in the bathroom is
Of a
weird. I mean,
man?
who is this guy?
Okay, yeah. I'm relieving myself. I need to look at Tom Seaver. No,
Yeah,
I don't want to look
yeah.
at a grown.
Yeah.
Do what?
Become better at what you do. Become Seaver like.
Work myself in the bathroom.
That's right.
That's
always
crazy.
getting better. If you're not always getting better, you're getting worse.
Palm trees and seashells are in my bathrooms.
Well, perhaps you should have had a Lawrence Taylor picture in your bathroom.
To be fair, Crowder does have IBS. He's got the best qualifications when it comes to bathrooms on this show.
I've been in the bathroom 20 times more than y'all have. And I want to see a palm tree and a seashell.
Not in the past 48 hours, though. My diet in Orlando consisted of cheeseburgers and fries every couple hours at Disney World.
So Epcot, you did the whole around the world thing?
I did around the world. I sent you guys video of pretty much every country I was at.
Yeah. I actually got I got a kick out of it. I thought it was delightful.
Yeah, and it was the Flower Garden Festival, so they had some extra kiosks everywhere. I got to flex my Italian on the Italians. I spoke a little bit of Spanish with the Mexican workers as well. It was a great time.
My
It was
favorite
really
was
good
you
time.
saying hello to us in Chinese.
Of course.
Give it to us now.
Well, I don't know. I mean, there's some things that are appropriate.
No,
When-
it
when
wasn't.
you're
You said hi in Chinese.
Yeah, ni hao.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Man,
had a
take
little
me-
bit more of an affect when you
Well,
said
Yeah.
I was hammered.
And Solana, please take your fiance to a spa. She did that silly crap for you. She didn't want to be there. So now take her to a spa this weekend because she went to Epcot because she loves you.
We had a 4-hour car ride back home from Orlando. Didn't talk to me the entire way.
She hates you.
Well, yeah, I mean, I made her do 4 parks in one day yesterday, but here's my thing.
Why'd you do all 4 parks in one day?
Because I can. Why wouldn't I?
Because your
I mean, I
fiance's
could
with
visit
you
6
and it's gonna
malls in
ruin
one day. Doesn't mean I'm going to.
It's gonna ruin her day.
I've got one day. Yeah, well, you know what? This trip wasn't about her. It wasn't. It was about
But
me.
what did you do the first 2 days?
We were in Universal, and well, the first day we got there at like 6. We were staying at the Italian resort in Universal,
Portofino.
the Portofino. Thank you. Yeah. We just hung out there, and then on Wednesday we did Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure both. I told you guys I rope dropped. I was done with both parks by 2:00.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you did the
early entry, and then
Yeah.
my Disney day was Thursday, yesterday, and we had park hoppers. I'm trying to get the most out of this park hopper as I possibly can. I want to do all 4 parks in one day. Plus, I'm a Disney guy, so like I know where to go. I know how to get around.
You know all the hacks.
I know all the hacks, every single one of them. Yeah.
And you drug this beautiful young woman around with that goofball stuff.
Yeah, by the time we're on the monorail headed towards Magic Kingdom at 8:00 at night after waking up at 5 a.m. to be at Animal Kingdom by 6:30, she's giving me a little toot. And hey, babe, this trip isn't about you. Get over it. Get over it.
You get a Dole Whip.
I got a Dole Whip. I did.
Nice.
Yeah, I got a Dole Whip. We got the
emu.
No, the turkey leg. I mean,
Yeah.
these people walk around gnawing on that turkey leg.
Bizarre to me. It's the most bizarre thing. Hey, it's so hot out. I got to gnaw on a giant turkey leg.
Hawk, it's
So good.
It's 150 degrees, and they're gonna hand me a boiling hot
Yeah,
or a
it's crazy.
steaming hot turkey leg, and I'm gonna walk around a park gnawing on this massive turkey leg. Disgusting. But I did get the Mickey ears ice cream on the way out. Of course, yeah.
Well, I was going to ask: is it preferable to have the runny ice cream down your hand versus the warm turkey leg?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it though the stickiness afterwards?
Like a turkey leg is not meant to be consumed while walking, even if it's chilly out. Like it's just
No, you got to
Nonsense.
reload the protein. You're walking, you got to reload the protein.
yeah. Well, get a powder.
A Mickey Mouse popsicle.
Those are the best, man. Oh,
No,
you're
man,
Mr. Popsicle, so don't even hate
I
on
don't
Mickey
like the
Mouse
ice
ice
cream.
cream bars.
I like the fruit popsicles. I like the cheap Publix ones.
Yeah,
Johnny
these Mickey
Pops.
Mouse ice cream bars. Those hit better than any ice cream bar on the planet.
No, Johnny Pop watermelon. And don't say
Ridiculous.
anything. I love watermelon, so it is what it is.
Why would anybody say anything?
I definitely did not say anything.
Ni hao.
I got to 0 of the NBA updates that I wanted to get to.
Perfect.
Try to sneak those in the 5 p.m. iteration of headlines.
Look forward to it.
Your weather. Right now, it's 86 degrees in South Florida. Tonight, the lows will drop into the low 80s. It's brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting. Storm season is coming. Make sure your home is ready. Get your free roof and window estimate today. Visit tornadoroofing.com.
All right. Did you hear, by the way, speaking of ice cream, Josh, did you hear Jack McMullen on with us in the 3 o'clock hour?
No, I need to go back and listen. Again, I was on the phone with a source and also was trying to get in touch with Gumbo.
All right. Fair enough. Well, Jack confirmed the ice cream machine is working again in the press box.
Well, that thing will probably be not working again by the 8th inning tonight.
All right. Debbie Downer over here.
I love the ice cream machine there. I partook many a time over my 4 seasons with the Marlins. That thing was broken a lot.
Yeah. It was broken again just a few days ago, but it's back and it's functioning according to Jack McMullen.
Get
All
the
right.
swirl.
Talk to you at 5, Josh.
All right, see you then.
All right. Just because you're getting older doesn't mean, we got to do the those tickets, Jimmy. What are we going to do now?
I don't know. Go to break
this-
and hope.
Yeah, are we going to be back by 4:40?
I'll move stuff around so we get back
All right.
by 40.
All right, because we got to give away the Black Crows tickets by 4:40. So this
You
will be a
said-
quickish break.
You say go to break and hope.
We're giving away the tickets at 4:40. Even if we're in the middle of a commercial break, we'll just hop
on
in and give
back.
away the tickets.
There
Right.
we go.
Yeah.
All right. Just because you're getting older doesn't mean you have to feel like it. If your energy is low, your sleep is off, feel like your weight doesn't budge, and got that brain fog, maybe your sex drive isn't what it used to be, switch things up. And I'm talking about Atlantic Men's Clinic. You deserve to feel your best. That's why I started getting testosterone at Atlantic Men's Clinic. At Atlantic Men's Clinic, their advanced medical strategies featuring TRT, GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1, PDA, and more treat low T and other hormonal issues to help you shed pounds, have more energy, enhance your body composition, improve your sleep, increase your sex drive, and so much more. And that helps you getting back to feeling your best. Atlantic Men's Clinic, they're the experts in treating low testosterone and other men's sexual health conditions. They've successfully treated many men for low T. You know, if you're like the many men who are low T, within just a few weeks of your treatment, you're going to feel that energy return and the brain fog go away. Your sleep will get better. Your sex drive will be significantly enhanced as well. Atlantic Men's Clinic. Most men will wait a year or longer after hearing me talk about it. There's no need to wait. Don't ignore the signs. Call today. Take that first step towards feeling better again. Phone number is 877-455-7300. 877-455-7300, or you can check out atlanticmensclinic.com. Featured therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
My metabolic age is 15.
Yeah, well, your
Yeah.
metabolic IQ is 15 as well. Look at that. Black Crows. Right at 440. Are we back for the segment, Jimmy?
Yes, we are.
Oh, all right. So you ignored the whole text thread that we had working there about.
No, I didn't. It's that we're crunching like very close.
All right. As
So
long
I
as you
didn't-
were able to
I
work it
moved-
out, then yeah, more power to you. I didn't gather that from what we had all texted, but that's fine. I'm happy to be back and have the giveaway right on time and get right back into it. Black Crows are coming to Hard Rock Live May 30th, along with Whiskey Myers and Southall. And this is your final chance to win tickets. We've been giving away tickets every day this week. What caller number do you want to take, Solandria, for these final Black Crows tickets?
Why don't we do caller number 10? Caller
All right.
number 10.
Caller number 10, 305-567-0560. 305-567-0560. Caller number 10 will get the final pair of tickets to see the Black Crows at Hard Rock Live. Great spot to see a concert. This one's going to be a good one, by the way. All right, a couple other things I should mention, I guess, before we work our way towards the end of the show, heading into this holiday weekend. Machine Gun Kelly is coming to, I Think, Financial Amphitheater in West Palm Beach. It's a Live Nation show, his Lost Americana show with Wiz Khalifa. That's May 27th. That's next week. I Think Financial Amphitheater in West Palm Beach. If you want to win tickets, go to WQAM.com and click on contests, and you can enter right there. And one other thing that I haven't mentioned yet today, but it's such a great prize, I should. If you're a cigar lover, we have a chance for you to win sold-out VIP tickets to Drew Estate's Florida Barn Smoker this November. And throughout the day, if you win, you'll enjoy premium and VIP cigars, curated food and beverage experiences, food trucks, drinks, and more. And so if you want to win, just go to WQAM.com, click on contests, and you can register right there. Got to be 21 or over to enter and attend. Valid ID will be required at the event registration. All right. Working our way towards the 5 o'clock Funky Buddha happy hour, a little NBA action tonight. So you're definitely betting the Spurs tonight, Crowder?
Yes, I'm going Spurs. I think Wemby goes crazy too, but Wemby's double-double was negative
Crazy.
something. Yeah.
Let me see what the player props for tonight are. You betting the Spurs or the Thunder tonight, Solana?
Man, I don't know. I don't really have a great feel for this game because I could see the Spurs, coming out holding home court, but I really
They
thought
play OKC tough. You have to know that through the regular season and the first two games, this is a really tough matchup for OKC.
absolutely the matchup is in favor of San Antonio. OKC struggles to get to the basket, so they have to rely heavily on their three-point shooting. But I really thought that game one, because OKC hadn't played in a while, that's the one San Antonio was going to get. I don't know. I don't have a great feel for this game. I feel like OKC, they did what they needed to do in game two. Like they got to the spots on the floor where they could execute. And I could see them going into San Antonio and taking both of them. I really could.
I'd be surprised.
I'd be surprised too. And they're going back to San Antonio, first time playing at home in the Western Conference Finals with this team. And they won the season series against them. And they beat them at home every time they played them in San Antonio during the regular season.
Yeah. You want to guess over-under for SGA tonight?
Ooh,
On flops?
766.
Over.
Hey, his over-under got to be 30. He's 30 guy.
Have you seen the report that Tom Habistro
Yeah.
came out with where he tracked over 1,000 shots for several different players? James Harden, Donovan Mitchell, Victor Wembanyama, and SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And the details really are staggering.
It's
SGA
staggering.
falls on 17% of his shots. Just falls. And that's 8% higher then any other player, James Harden, who was 11.9%, falls on their shots.
I mean, it's what he does. He shoots the ball and ends up on the ground.
Yeah.
But if and we talked about we talked about this with, was it Will yesterday? Somebody we talked about it with, like, it's part of the game. I hate it. I can't stand this soft crap.
He gets the calls.
But you get the calls and you get to the line. So every time you shoot a 2, you can get 3. Like, it's obvious. You should just fall on the ground and hope a ref blows a whistle.
If I'm his coach, I'm saying, hey, you're only at 17%. you need to get up to about 33%.
It's crazy.
SGA, by the way, is 30.5 tonight. 30.5 is the over-under. Victor Wembanyama?
20, 24 and a half?
25.5.
25.
See my guy, Alex Caruso. 31 in game 1. What do you have, 17 in game 2?
17, yeah.
Gotta be high teens, 18 and a half.
No, 14 and a half.
9.5.
Oh, yep. I got my bet for tonight.
Don't get fooled. Don't get fooled by.
I mean, that's got to be his season average, about 9 or 10.
Correct. Don't get fooled by the role player having a big shooting performance in one game. That's
But it's 2 games, though.
All caution. Yeah. Don't get fooled. Yeah. They're on the
you
road
don't like
now.
the Whites. I'm a big fan of the Whites.
I had a big Whites parlay the other night. You weren't here, Solana, but I had Dean Wade, Max Strus, and who's that dude that had the good game, game 1?
For Cleveland?
Yeah.
Sam
Merrill.
Oh, Sam Merrill. Yeah, they're
Sam
filled
Merrill.
with Whites.
Yeah. Big Whites parlay I had working. All right, let's take a break. 5 o'clock, Funky Buddha happy hour on this holiday Friday is next.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Who would be interested in Abuela Danger?
Working all day, that's all I see. It's 5 o'clock somewhere and it's right here. The Funky Buddha happy hour, everyone grab a beer. See the boys are back and so are the guests. We talk food more than sports, but we winning our bets. To the moon, bro, with all the mundo. Hot takes and more, that's coming soon, though. Every banger like a pass, every bar off the glass. WQAM, and they coming for that ass. I'm a spaz like Solana on preheat. My dog don't care who the kicker is as long as they got 2 feet. Pickleball champ, and he about to repeat. Don't sleep, y'all, the picture get vivid. Especially with Crowder when he cooking on the pivot. Yeah, that boy did it. Played for the Finns, embraced by this city. And then comes the man who's silly but stay litty. Loves avocado toast, and I hope that you ready for Mark Hochman, the big stepper from the Shy, Kane alumni, the big rapper. Gotta dap him up, and like you messing with the neighborhood chick, let's wrap it up. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
5 o'clock hour is the Funky Buddha happy hour as we enter Memorial Day weekend here. And Memorial Day weekend, perfect spot to stop by Funky Buddha Tap Room in Oakland Park. Whether tonight, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, watch the games there. They've got the F1 race on Sunday. They got a watch party for that. They do brunch. And then also for the entire Memorial Day weekend, they have a featured flight of Hop Gun IPA,
Ooh.
Pineapple Beach,
Ooh.
Key Lime Pie,
Ooh.
Wet Your Pickle,
Ooh.
and pregame Pilsner.
Yes, sir.
The Wet Your Pickle is a blonde ale with house-made pickle brine.
It's pretty good. I've had Wet Your Pickle.
Bet you have.
And for
And I do it regularly.
for cocktails, they have the Campar Spangled Banner, Hendrick's Gin, Campari, Gold Falernum. What is that?
A liqueur.
Falernum?
Yeah.
Fresh
didn't know.
lemon juice, simple syrup, and aromatic bitters.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah. And then, of course, you have all your Funky Buddha favorites on the food menu there. I mean, perfect spot. Memorial Day weekend, you go grab a burger. They've got burgers there.
Yes.
Never heard of falernum, huh?
I have not.
Yeah.
I haven't either.
I took 2 classes for like a mixology class because I thought it would be cool during like right out of college to learn how to be able to make drinks just in case if this radio thing didn't work out, could pick up a couple shifts at a bar, be a bartender.
Oh, you would be the most unctuous bartender at any bar. Could you imagine? Like you would just
tips.
I mean, and people would just be, I'll take a check. I'll take a check. You'd have like one sip and you go, I'll take a check.
Check, please. I took some mixology courses. Goodness gracious.
All right, let's do headlines with the mixologist here for the 5 o'clock Funky Buddha Happy Hour. Brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVolkswagen.com.
See, you guys, you're so narrow-minded. You got to broaden your horizons a little bit, Learn a skill, learn a trait. Learn a trade.
Learn a trait?
A trade.
A trait. I pretty much had a plan A and a plan A. I didn't go for
I still don't have a plan.
All right, let me read you some of these NBA notes. I know you guys aren't too interested in them, but there was a
Hey,
LeBron.
somebody put up on the chat. I'm just trying to make sure that he doesn't get a single NBA note in for 4 hours. Somebody put on the chat, have you heard about these new Uncrustables called Joms? Heard they're really good.
Joms?
So they are called Joms.
Are you sure it's Joms and not Jams?
I think it's jams.
It's Joms, and I know because Pat McAfee did a big segment about it today, and it is indeed Joms.
And how are they different from the other Uncrustables?
I don't know. Now, I've maintained Uncrustables are perfect. Literally the perfect meal. It never disappoints. Ever.
They're good. They're good.
It's not just they're good, they're perfect. And Caleb Williams, and who's the other investor who I saw?
It's Caleb Williams. I don't remember who.
Jump. Does it have an Inye over it?
Is it Micah Parsons?
No,
Does
it
that
wasn't
sound
Michael
right?
Parsons.
No.
An Enye.
Because it's JAMS. That's Jams. So
right.
it has
So
to
what
have
would the
some
Enye do?
It has to add an accent to the A for making
There's
a
no
jam.
an Enye does not add an accent to the A. An
Enye
Enye
adds-
specifically makes an N sound like nya.
Yeah.
I don't really know accents, but I know something has to be over this A to be jams.
Athlete investors include J.J. Watt, Caleb Williams, C.J. Stroud. Oh, you're right. Micah Parsons.
Alex
and
Morgan.
Alex Morgan.
Too. Yeah. Here's the thing. I think, I'm cool with another alternative. I was reading earlier because People Magazine kind of spotlighted it as well. It has 10 grams of protein. It has less sugar. So they're trying to target like
A little bit healthier.
yeah,
No seed oils.
Yeah, that's all nonsense. But they're trying to target. They're trying to jump into like this whole protein craze right now, where everything has protein, even though 10 grams of protein really, compared to the amount of calories, is not a healthy snack at all.
Yeah,
but
I'll listen to you over Michael Parsons and Caleb Williams.
I know. I think it's a great name, Jams. But now that I know, or now that I'm learning, it's being called Joms.
Unless McAfee's pulling a bit, where he says program the way that I do. That's possible too, because it wouldn't make sense to me that it's called Joms.
Yeah, peanut butter and jelly. And another version of jelly could be jam. So it just
Right.
makes sense. And you're jamming the two together like jams. And I
Right.
think that actually happens to be a great name for a snack. Like I'm grabbing a jam, or you bringing a
Uncrustable's
jam.
a better name, but I understand what you're saying.
It's wordy. Uncrustables, a little wordy.
It's one word.
But joms, I don't know.
I'm going to say jams because I feel like if you said that at the grocery store, they'd look at you like you have two heads. Like, hey, do you guys have joms?
That's silly.
Yeah.
So the NFLPA, Adam Schefter tweeted this. NFLPA reached agreement with Joms to become the exclusive peanut butter and jelly sandwich of the Players Association. And there was this tweet, I sent it to you guys, and it's so spot on. Brandon Carney, he's just like a content creator. He tweets Uncrustables with the biggest blown lead since Skype lost to Zoom in 2020. And it's so true. Like, why didn't Uncrustables do some sort of partnership with an NFL player or just
Especially, remember, I think it was during Hard Knocks when they showed everyone eating Uncrustables.
Yes.
And then that stat came out after the season that the NFL, all 32 teams, go through 64 million Uncrustables per season. Or it was like 50,000, but it wasn't 64 million. But regardless, it was a lot of Uncrustables. But I didn't know that there was a competitor. I've never seen jams in the grocery store.
But is Jams gonna make it?
Well, that's interesting to me because, they say, oh, Uncrustables dropped the ball here. Did they? Are you going to choose jams over Uncrustables? I know Uncrustables deliver.
Yeah. And jams, like Solana's saying, like now you're adding protein and all this stuff. Like I don't go out of my way to find protein shakes or whatever. Like I don't need protein. I just want something that's delicious.
I don't know. You'd think with an NFL partnership and all these celebrities, it would work. But I'll present to you this. Remember Leo Messi debuted his own hydration drink, Gatorade, Powerade, like the same idea, vitamin water. Well, I read the other day that Mark Anthony phased out. It was called Mass Plus by Messi. They phased out the drink, and they had just launched in the UK less than a year ago. It's been here now for a couple of years since Messi came to the United States. Apparently, like, they're done. They're
You
phasing
know why?
out the entire drink. Why?
Pivot Energy drink.
Oh, that's right.
Knocked them right out of the game.
PivotEnergyDrink.com. Go get your 8-pack.
Those
Look
were
at
good.
that.
Those were good. I crushed that entire
They
box. that
weren't.
you
Those
sent me.
weren't good. They are good. PivotEnergyDrink.com.
Yeah. No, because Crowder has sent us a box.
I don't think I ever got one.
No. Well, I mean, you don't need it.
Yeah, I got plenty of energy.
Everybody needs it. Everybody in the world needs it. Babies need it in their breast milk.
All right, so over to the NBA. You got any other story on?
You got something
Nah,
else?
go ahead, jam it in there.
That's what she said. So I'll just keep it light here. LeBron, he has that podcast with who's he doing it now with?
JJ Redick, ain't it?
It's always a white guy that played in the NBA.
Yeah, but it's not Redick anymore because he's coaching.
Yeah, it's Steve Nash. He shed some light on his free agency timeline, and he said he'll start thinking about it, quote, in late July, maybe into August. And then this was a good quote. Winning is the most important thing because you want to be excited about going to work every day. So he's basically saying, yeah, like this will be on my own timeline. And I want to go play for a winner. I don't want to go to a rebuild or whatever, which seems obvious. But my question to you guys is, LeBron in 2010, he reset the entire free agency market. Everybody waited for LeBron to make his decision. In 2014, same thing. Everybody waited until LeBron made his decision. Do you still have that power where like teams are going to be waiting to see where LeBron wants to sign or wants to go?
No. And will can LeBron play for 10 million, 5 million? Could LeBron James humble himself enough to play for league minimum or something like that if he just wants to win? I don't think so. I don't think LeBron would let a team pay him be the 6th highest paid player on the team.
I also feel like he thinks wherever he goes, they're an immediate contender.
But what is LeBron really? A 2 at best? Probably a 3?
Yes. At
On a
best,
title
2.
Title
probably
contender, a 3. Yeah.
Yeah, but can he come to that conclusion being the second best basketball player I've ever seen in my life?
Hey, Hooters apparently is trying to rebrand as family friendly. Did you guys talk about this
I've been
yesterday?
hearing this for 10 years.
You can't be family friendly when the girls got their booty and their goodies out.
Why not? It's
Because
friendly
it's
to
not
me.
very family. I'm not just.
I think it's friendly. I think it creates families.
I just don't want Chaz to see that.
It's where you and I differ.
They want the restaurant to be seen as a, quote, neighborhood place. Did OnlyFans and the OnlyFans generation, did that ruin places like Hooters for good? Because
yeah,
like 20 years ago, if your best ability to make money was by using your body as a female, not that there's anything wrong with that, but your options were limited, like strip club or Hooters. Now you make millions on OnlyFans. They don't have to go work at Hooters.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. That was
Well, that was a weird little lead up to nothing.
That
What are
was
you
something.
talking about?
that was something. All right. Do you have anything else?
I hope you got something else. That was awkward.
That's all I had for the 5 o'clock hour.
That was quite the monologue.
What?
I'll save that question for dinner with the in-laws tonight. See what they think.
I just want to make sure I have this right. You're asking, would someone rather make millions on OnlyFans or sling wings at a balding guy in Boca for a 14% tip on a $38 bill?
What is that? Glades.
I mean, that was the only option 20 years ago.
No, it wasn't the only
It wasn't
option
the only
20 years
option.
ago.
You're
To
saying
see a
the only
woman with
option a
clothes
hot
on?
chick had 20 years ago to make money was to work at Hooters?
Not what I'm saying. Not what I'm saying. I know what's happening here though. Crowder worked at Hooters, so
Solana.
he's impartial here. You're impartial.
No, but you're saying that Hooters and OnlyFans, like they're totally different
Totally
venues.
different.
Okay. All right. You guys don't understand, but that's fine.
No, you don't understand. It's not us. It's you.
Anything else?
The Marlins, they'll open up a 3-game series at home. They've got the Mets coming to Lone Depot Park. Show up, Marlins fans. Don't let the Mets fans take over. Knowing. And then, of course, you do have the conference finals games all weekend, both in the NHL and in the NBA. Tonight, you got the Spurs and OKC in San Antonio. That'll be a Game 3 tonight. And then Knicks Cavs tomorrow will play Game 3 back in Cleveland. Your weather in South Florida right now, it's 85 degrees. Tonight, the lows are going to drop into the upper 70s. That weather report brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting. Replacing roof repairs, maintenance, and hurricane impact windows and doors. Visit tornadoroofing.com.
Were you riffing on that one, or had you prepared that?
Nah, just kind of I was thinking about it. Like, girls don't have to go work at Hooters. Just show their Hooters on OnlyFans, make way more money now.
Did you know they had the other options?
I know they had
before
other options.
OnlyFans?
I know there was other options, Carter. My point is the options were limited about 20 years ago. Now, they didn't have to think about working at a restaurant. They just make millions on OnlyFans.
Do you know the levels?
I get it. It makes
Hawk,
no sense.
I
All right.
yeah,
John
we gotta
Michaels
go.
from 680 The Fan is going to join us in the next segment and
Circle
cleanse ourselves from
Don't-
this
please
conversation.
don't circle
I don't
back
know what's
this.
happening here.
We'll circle back.
The Hard Rock Bet Party is on. You're on the guest list. Sign up, bet $5 on any game. If it wins, you also score $150 in bonus bets. That's a winning bet and a boosted bankroll. That's how you get the party started. Payable in bonus bets, not a cash offer. And the welcome offer is just the tip-off. Hard Rock Bet gives you new promos daily. So if you've got the app on your phone already, open it up right now and see what's waiting for you today. Got conference finals action, however you want to work it tonight. Maybe someone over 30.5 or maybe someone over 9.5. We talked about the lines earlier. However you want to draw it up. Hard Rock Bet gives you tons of ways to stack your NBA playoff picks into an epic same-game parlay. And if you got puck luck, test it out on Hard Rock Bet, Florida's only legal sports book. From puck lines and goal totals, you had a nice big upset from Montreal last night, to player props and same-game parlays. Every night in the playoffs is a shot to light the lamp on Hard Rock Bet. Big month for all kinds of sports. You got the engines firing up in Indianapolis this weekend, and you got the world's top tennis stars battling it out on the clay courts in France. Whether you're betting drivers this weekend or serving match winners from France or live betting all the action as it unfolds, Hard Rock Bet is Florida's way to get in on it all. And how does it start? It starts with you downloading the Hard Rock Bet app right now. It's offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
There's no crying in baseball.
Come